Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Armand, and we are live in the studio back with another video. All right, it's Friday night, and I thought we would just get into some things tonight. We have a lot to talk about. Now, I am streaming live on Facebook, and I am streaming live on YouTube. Okay, so I want to make sure that we are all doing pretty good. Everybody can see me. Shout out to the people there on Facebook, on my profile page. Shout out to everybody on the Armand Wiggins like page. Hopefully we are all here and we're all ready to get into some things. All right. The call-in number will be open. The call-in number is open. 563-999-3658. All right. The call-in number is on the screen. We have a lot to get into today, okay? And I think it's going to be a very, very interesting night. And I would like all of you guys to call in to weigh in on this, because if you guys know me, I was going to mainly do this live on Facebook, because I do have a heavy gay following over there, and majority of them, I mean, literally I made a post today regarding what we're going to talk about, and it literally went viral on Facebook. However, I do have a lot of women over here on YouTube, and you guys were like, no, on YouTube and on Instagram, you guys are like, do not leave me out. I want to be in the conversation too. So I welcome everybody to call in and be a part of the conversation, because now we are mixing both of my platforms and we're going to talk about some other fucking things, okay? So if you're a returning subscriber, then you know how this thing goes. And if you're a new subscriber or a new watcher or a new follower, welcome and
hello, motherfucker.
Hello. All right. Listen, it's the hottest show on the internet, and we're about to get into some things. All right. So if you didn't know, earlier today, I made a post on my Facebook page and on Instagram, everywhere, about there was this young girl, and she ended up exposing her boyfriend for being on Twitter with two big, nasty, rock hard and catching a cum shot to the face, okay? And she felt some type of way about the situation. Here's what she read in her expose. At the end of the day, you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. A lot of MFs wouldn't care if you were honest. Now, ladies, we're going to talk about that. But that's just something that comes with these DL niggas. You gay? Say that. Niggas swear they low because it's they homeboys they sucking on. It's not going to come like it's not going to come to the light. You got two in your hand and one and nut on your face. I don't care if you gay, just come out the closet. People are way more accepting now, but let us find some ish out. We dragging. Okay, so here's the tea. Now, all of this is allegedly, but I did speak with a couple of sources. Now, I don't know if everything is 100% truth, but I got some tea, okay? So the tea that I got, first of all, I'm with the girl on this. I'm going to tell you why. First of all, she's only 19 years old, okay? And she's willing to take him back. Now, the guy is alleging that he was laced. Now, I seen some videos, and they weren't even this video. There were two other videos of him doing this, and he didn't appear to be laced to me. I can't release the videos. They're somewhere on Twitter. So, however, she's 19 years old. This is their baby, and he was out just kind of doing his own thing. She's willing to take him back if he's just honest, but the thing is, this cannot happen again. However, I don't think what she realizes is it's been happening the whole time. Now, she got these DMs from another man, and this is how she allegedly found out. So she got these DMs. I do have the receipts, but they're a little vulgar, so I don't really want to post them. So anyway, she got these DMs from this guy, and the guy was basically saying that he is he does this all the time. Like, basically he's a hoe, right? And she's kind of not believing it. So she's in the messages asking, and I felt so bad for her. Like, she's in the messages asking him, like, was it good? Did he do a good job? And the guy was like, I mean, I didn't really care for it, but he begs to suck men off, and he pays them like in weed. Now, some people would say, well, this guy's an attractive guy. Why would he have to pay? You just never know. He might say, dude, let me suck your dick. You know what I mean? I'll give you some weed. And whatever, maybe the guy took it. I don't know. But this is just what I read, and this is the tea that I got. So apparently she was poor girl. She was trying to play it off like, like she just wanted to know, like, was he really into it? And I guess she was trying to figure out had he been doing this for a while. And so the guy was like, girl, there's videos of him all over the internet, all over Twitter doing this. Yes, he loves doing this, and he takes down whole teams. Like, he just sucked me off twice, but he sucked people off in groups before. Now, I'm not going to say their names because, for legal reasons, and I just don't want anybody to hurt themselves. So apparently, this guy has been doing this with a bunch of different men on the internet. And the poor girl, she's just like, so did he like it? And you can tell she's young and a little naive because she's like, well, I'm just trying to see if he liked it. And the dude is like, well, yeah, he liked it. He sucked me off twice, and he sucked off a bunch of my friends. This is what he does. So from there, I guess he sent her where to go find the videos. She found the videos, she posted it, and here we are today. Everything is viral. Okay, so unfortunately, that's how we found out. Now, since then, the boy has deactivated his Facebook page. The girl is really not speaking too much because she is trying to take him back. They do have a family. She does feel bad about it. Since then, several posts have been deleted and things like that. However, it's out, and now we're talking. Now, there's mixed reviews about this situation on Facebook and on YouTube. Many of the gay community and many people are saying, you know what? Listen, he shouldn't be exposed. It's not your business to expose him. That should not happen. And then a lot of women are saying, listen, you should expose. We have the right to know. And I'll let you know. And here's where I stand with this. In this particular instance, with these DL men, especially when you have a family and you're on the internet, you definitely should be exposed, because anytime you have double in your face. And I've seen two different videos today. I didn't even see this video, okay? So my whole thing is this. He had two different in his face on that one. Then he had I seen two other videos with two other in his face, okay? So my thing is this. You walking around with a baby mama and a baby, letting niggas record you for Twitter and their OnlyFans and their Tumblr accounts, and you don't think that she's going to find out, or you don't think that at some point you're going to be exposed, you're crazy. And you know what? You should be ashamed of yourself for that. And that's not a secret. Once it's on the internet, it's not a secret. The flash is clearly on in this video. That's not a secret. No one's exposing you. You're exposing yourself. Oh, because you think that it's like, the dark side of Twitter or gay freak Twitter, you won't get found out or you won't get caught. No, nigga, you don't go. Listen, there's not enough OnlyFans in the world. And here's where people get it twisted. So people think because it's on OnlyFans that, just because it's paid for content that it can't get out. No. And if you don't know what OnlyFans is this new kind of, which I think is remarkable. It's basically where, you can, I don't know, I call it, slightly porn for on an app, you know what I mean? But you can control it yourself. People pay a subscription, they get to see your nudes and things like that. I mean, it's smart. However, you can still screen record OnlyFans. The only thing that you can't really get is the audio. So a lot of these people think, oh, well, if I'm just doing some free stuff on OnlyFans, nobody will see it, because unless they're paying for it, and it is what it is. No, people can screen record that stuff, send it out, screenshot it, put it out there. There would be no way in hell, if I got a family and I'm on the DL, I would be letting anybody record, let alone with two dicks in my face. You know what I'm saying? It gets out of hand. So I'm with the girl on this. This girl is 19 years old. She should not be waking up to, videos of her baby father or her nigga online getting smutted out by two big black nasty dicks. Come on now. That's not right. It's not in a freaking world. Now, some people are not going to agree with me with that, but if you don't agree with me, that's because you want it for your own selfish gain. It is what it is. Period. Okay? So, and that's how I feel about it. And so I think a lot of DL men are out here and they're doing a lot of things. They're getting into a lot of different mischief, and they're getting into a lot of freaky stuff for content. They're doing a lot of these things, and they don't feel like it's going to come back and catch up with them. And it should, and you know what? They should be exposed for that, especially when you have a family and you're going home back to your girl, and this is not safe. It's not sanitary. It's not smart. It's not right. It's not okay. So I'm not with that. So I would like to know what you guys think. Do you think that these men should be exposed? I do. I definitely do. I mean, I'll say exposed depending on exposed in the context. Like if you know that this man got a baby and a child and this and the third, and well, you don't necessarily have to do the exposing, but people are coming against the girl, against the woman, saying why is she exposing him? She can expose him if he wants to. He completely violated and embarrassed her. What do you mean? Could you imagine somebody else coming to you telling you what your nigga done, and then all of a sudden you turn on the internet and you just see all in your nigga face? Come on. Suddenly, all of a sudden, you just get on Twitter and your man is just, come on now. Come on. Yeah, she gonna expose them. I would too. What you talking about? Now, I don't think that it would be the job of, the niggas that he's messing with to expose them. I mean, because that's not y'all business at that point. However, if the baby mama find out, she definitely can expose that nigga. That's just, in my opinion. All right, so let's take a couple calls. I want to know what you guys think about the situation. I'm live on Facebook. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live everywhere. All right, so let's take the last four. 5237, you're live on the air. Be respectful. Don't do a lot of cursing, and don't be very vulgar. I will hang up immediately. There's going to be no warnings with this. Okay, you ready? Let's go.
Okay, all right. Now, here's what I think. I think he should be exposed. You basically covered what I was about to say, but not only is he already online, which means there isn't nothing to hide. You already online with, dicks in your face.
Mm-hmm.
And not only is you cheating, what loyalty do I owe you at that point?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And more than likely he is bi. And me, I just got out of a relationship with somebody that was bi and DL.
Okay.
And I advise everybody that is a part of the LGBT community who is dealing with somebody that is bi and DL to be on their toes and look out for all red flags.
Really?
Because there were so many, and I just chose to be dumb because it was one of my first relationships. And I noticed that, do I owe you? I just feel like if somebody is, I feel like in this situation, yeah, his ass should be outed because that's just trifling.
I agree. And I think that that's wrong. And I feel very bad for the girl, especially the fact that she's 19 years old.
Yeah, nobody wants to kiss their man and they tasting somebody else's, kids.
Right.
Yes, honey. I just think it's just trifling. And for me, one of my life lessons, this is just me, my personal story. I'm not speaking for everybody, but for me, I'm just done with bisexual DL men. I was a secret, and, I feel like, you can't tell people who's DL to, how to come out and stuff like that. Because for me, it was if my family knew, that's all I care about.
Let me ask you this, though, while I have you here, because I find out that a lot of gay men, because especially if the nigga is fine, or, it might be somebody that you feel like you can't really pull, or all the girls are kind of be gagging because he's the slight trade. So, are you okay? Let's be real. Were you okay with being the secret? Because I feel like a lot of gay men are okay with being the secret because there's a thrill in that because they feel like they got this man to themselves.
I'm glad that you asked me that because we broke up 50 times, but this last time was after the longest breakup, and he asked me, do I want this back? And I was like, I don't want you back unless you want me back. So he around his new friends, and I guess they don't know or whatever, but the gag is the only person he fooling is himself. I'm sure other people knew. People would call me brother-in-law, and send hints that they know or whatever. But he wanted me to be a secret. But when I first met him, he was, talking all this, sweet game, talking about, oh, not all bi men are the same. I'll try to come out and, but on my terms and stuff like that. I just need somebody to show me how to be more affectionate or whatever. And, all that mush mouth bullshit. Oops, I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, okay.
But
you
I just
still
find
sound
it funny
hurting. You
because
still
in
sound
this
like you're
case,
hurting from this.
I am hurting.
Okay.
You don't even know the half.
Okay.
I could write a book, but
Okay.
I'm in LA. I just already found it suspicious. Like, I understand if you're from my hometown, like somewhere in North Carolina, why you would have to be DL, especially for money moves and stuff like that. But in a place like LA and Hollywood, where every other person is a trans or messing with somebody that is trans or
Yes.
open to that, or or just a part of the LGBT community, why would you care about them knowing unless you're hiding something? And that goes to the bisexual thing.
But you
if
didn't
I have
answer
to
my
be
question.
DL while you're bisexual,
Were you okay with being a secret?
At first I wasn't a secret. I knew it was something that he wouldn't tell nobody. He said that, it would be if somebody asked him, he'll tell. It in the state is none of that business, whatever like that. When we got back
you was
together,
okay with being
I
a
told
secret.
him I
You
was
have
okay
to
with
just
being
be
a
honest. You was okay with being a secret. You have to just be. That's the first part of healing.
No, at first I was under the impression that he would work on coming out, and I thought that he was because he was telling certain people about us and stuff like that. But when we got back together after this 3-month, break, all of a sudden he cares and stuff like that. And I'm like, if you still love me or if you love me or whatever, you wouldn't care about what nobody thinks. And, we broke up because he basically all boils down to it. He didn't love himself.
Okay.
And this isn't what he really, I guess we fell out of love.
All right, caller. Thank you so much.
I was okay.
Thank you so much, caller. Thank you so much for calling in. Okay, we have to move on. Private caller, you're live on the air.
Hey, Armand. Hello, everyone in the chat room.
Yes. Hey, we're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. Yes. Let's get into it.
Oh, yes, you're doing it big. Okay, should they be exposed? My answer, yes.
Okay.
Because trade, a.k.a. men on the down low, are loyal to no one.
Okay. Drop a bomb on that.
They're loyal to no one, not on the gay side or the woman side. They wherever they can go to have a hot meal and a place to lay is where they will stay.
Period.
So period. So it's not like, oh, don't expose them because it's going to mess up the game for, say, the gay community, but they're dogging out both sides. There's no woman side, LGBTQIA community. Both sides are being treated and, in fact, abused, in my personal opinion, on so many levels by these individuals. So, expose them.
And I really feel bad for this girl in this situation because it's kind of like he felt embarrassed or he felt like he shouldn't have been exposed. However, this is the thing, and people are talking about, well, maybe what if she comes up missing? What if this, that, and the third? Listen. This man was on Twitter allowing himself to be recorded. There are multiple videos of this man being recorded. This man is a father. This man has a girlfriend. If she found out and she put it on blast, it's because she was hurt. Now, here is the even more hurtful part. You know what I'm saying? She's willing to take him back. She said she will take him back. This just can't happen again. But does that mean it can't happen again after the first time? And then niggas lying and saying that he was laced. So how many times have you been laced? Because I have 2 videos outside of this video showing that he literally knows how to suck a. So, I mean, are you laced every time you put a dick in your mouth or what?
Well, we've heard that before with the boxer Yusuf.
Yes, we did.
That did the gay porn.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yes.
So, for people, because I seen a question in the chat room, just to let you know, it's something for men, sexual, that high-risk behavior, the idea of being caught, you see, how risky it can be, that gets them going. It turns them on. So that's him.
Yes, and
He
he got
likes that
caught.
high risk behavior. Put the camera in my face.
Put it in my face.
And now, bingo. So, just wilding out like that. So, to the ladies, many
She
years
was probably
ago, I
popping
don't know
out,
why
probably
you ladies.
coked out, everything, and she was feeling away.
Yeah. Now, to the about the women, J.L. King wrote on the down low years ago. Why haven't you women read that? I don't understand this level of ignorance. It's now 2020. You should have been read. It's an easy read. It's a good read. Don't read it for a scandal. Read it to indeed educate yourself, because these men are out here. And the thing is, in my personal opinion, I'm not surprised that she's so accepting of this, because these women are now down with it. Now they're eating, men's backsides, got their baby daddies bouncing on their face and everything now. So I don't really think these women, honestly, they're so desperate at this point. They don't have a problem with it.
Oh, wow. So
I
you
just
think that women are just desperate wait, why do you feel like women are just very desperate at this point? We're getting into some things tonight.
Oh, they've always been so desperate, honey.
Okay.
I mean, what they're willing to tolerate, what they're willing to tolerate and put up with, the amount of disrespect. And, yeah, they're desperate just to say, I have a man. Okay, well, you have him. And many men have had your man. Who? So, sorry. So therefore, yeah, a lot of women know. A lot of men get down on the down low. That's how it goes down, and they deliberately choose ignorance because of their desperation. They deliberately choose not to know and play this ignorant, naive game. So much material, books have been written, movies have come out. They talk about it like it's over there. But, it's usually right there. A lot of women can't admit that maybe they have slept with, say, a man on the down low. It hurts their ego.
Well, yeah. Well, I know I know a friend that had actually did that before. And she asked me, and I didn't really want to say if the man was gay or not, but I kind of did, because she was just like, well, the man was just so freaky and so kinky. She felt like he had to be gay. And I was just like, well, I don't really know. I thought he was naturally gay from the way he looked. But I guess if men are just, super kinky, they're looked at as gay. I don't know. But sometimes these women, they're into that too. So I've started to notice a lot of the straight community, they're into a lot of this, wild, risky stuff as well. So it's kind of hard to
role play.
Okay.
It's really gay role play between straight couples.
Okay.
And someone said in the chat room, caller speaking from experience. I'm speaking from the standpoint of a person that studies and analyzes everything. So I have no hang-ups. But see, that's the mentality, the IQ level you're dealing with amongst the people. Like, oh, that's just you. That happened to you. And if it did, it definitely happened to you too. Statistics show and prove. So we're just dealing with a certain level of ignorance, and now, with the internet, so many people have been pulled out the closet. But they can run the game. Or I was drugged, or I'm really straight. I don't know. I didn't know how I ended up with two penises in my face, or getting gangbanged and stuff like that. So I mean, like I said, and there's no investment into men on the down low. They play this homophobic role a lot of times. They really are a liability on both sides. You know what I mean? They play super homophobic, and then everybody knows how they get down. They're not an asset in any way, shape, or form. So,
so let me ask you. So has this happened to you?
I have no hardcore evidence, but I can say that from what I do know and what I've been educated on very early on in life, I wouldn't be surprised. What's the shame? If someone lies or, and deceives, see, that's why I don't like men on the down low, because for them, it's not really about them being gay. There's no closet for them to technically come out of, because they play all kind of head games with themselves, you see? So it's all about the act of deceiving. Okay. So, women need to just get real and get honest, but I'm on that mature type of level, they try to silence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to actually leave you on the chat, because there might be some women that want to call in, or there might be some bisexual men or some transgender men. And listen, some transgender women, please. Oh my God, please. I did not mean that. Girl, there's transgender people on here and they finna lose it on me. I'm telling you, they're going to lose, especially on Facebook. They finna have a fucking heart attack. Listen, I did not mean that. Transgender women, because there's a lot. So I think I would love some transgenders to call in. I want some bisexual men to call in. And, caller, I think you have a nice input. So please stay on the line. Okay, perfect.
Sure will.
Okay, so I was just drinking a little bit, girl. Excuse me.
Stupid.
Ah. Okay. I probably need to put you down, girl. And be canceled for sure after into this. All right, let's take another caller. 708. No. We're going to take 9734. You're live on the air. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, what's going on?
Armand, hey, I'm back. I'm so glad that you actually, I actually called in on this topic.
Okay.
Because I was at work and, I seen it go out. I didn't see any of the videos. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see them. But I kind of wanted to weigh in on exactly what she said. The lady said something about just come out. What did she say? And be honest about it or something?
Yes.
What exactly did she say?
I don't know. Here, let's ask her. Ma'am, what exactly did you say? He wants to respond to you.
I said there's no closet for men on the down low, a.k.a. the trade. There's no closet for them to come out of, meaning they engage in that's why the CDC names them MSM, men who have sex with men but do not identify themselves as gay or bisexual. They play head games with themselves and everyone else.
Okay. Well, I don't think that's what MSM means, right?
Yes, it is. On the Center for Disease Control, the men on the down low, they call them MSM, men who have sex with men who do not identify themselves as gay or bisexual. So what can you do with that?
Okay.
How is he going to come out the closet and he doesn't even see himself as gay or bi?
Okay.
There's no closet.
Okay. Now go ahead, caller. Go ahead. Did you want to respond to that?
Well, to be honest, I actually was talking about the Facebook post, not the caller.
Oh, what you were saying about the Facebook? Oh, he said that he was laced.
No. What the girl, the post, I'm trying to read it and not turn you up a bit, but I'm trying to read what the lady said in the exact Facebook post.
She said, at the end of the day, honest. You got two in your phrase. I don't care if you gay, just come out the closet. People are way more accepting now, but let us find out some shit and we drag it. So she said, just be honest, just say something. If you're on the down low, if you gay, just say it.
My thing with that is women, particularly black women.
Okay. I'm on YouTube right now. I have about 500 black women watching on YouTube. So go ahead and they might want to respond. Oh, he hung up. He don't be listen, when you call in, you gotta have good service. My line won't ever be disconnected. Okay, let's do, okay, 9197, we do take super chats to the front. Okay, 9197, okay, 708-9197, you're live on the air.
Hello, Armand?
Yes.
Oh, hey, okay, so let's get into it. So I want to kind of piggyback off what the previous caller just said, but to answer the question, I don't think they should be exposed. So I am a black man. I am gay as hell. And I've been in a couple of DL relationships.
Okay.
And so I've had females like text me, like, what are you doing with my man? Why are you texting my man? What are y'all talking about at 12 o'clock at night? And I'm like, well, first of all, love, which one is your man? But, however, I've never been one to expose them because I just feel like everything that's done in the dark will always come to the light. And as far as the video is concerned, the video is out. It's live. It's on Twitter. I have saw it. And I'm never going to try to kick a person when they're down. I think that you have, and everybody that's on the chat, they've been in places where they made mistakes and they never want to be told, I told you so, or this is what, look at where you're at now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I think that it's definitely a hard lesson to learn. And I'm sure he's learning it. He has to sit in that, and he's learning it. And
you know what I think? And I'm not saying this is you, but I think a lot of gay men, especially when it comes to men, sometimes I have a friend that's really like this. I think we always give, the boys a pass. And then if they're an attractive man, we really give them a pass. You know what I mean? Y'all could clearly the girls could tell that this man is cute. So that's probably because you would want to mess with him. You know what I'm saying? And you wouldn't tell. But you got to think, if there's a girl, if he got a girlfriend and he's got a child, you know what? And she exposes it. you know what? She's in her feelings, and she deserves that. Like, she's owed that. He didn't tell her, and if she reacted, like, you can't be mad at her.
She definitely she should. Mm-hmm. But can we even get? I don't know if you remember the previous live that you did. I think she was based in New York. She called in and she said that she's dating a DL man, and there's a video circulating of him giving fellatio.
And this could have been her. This could be her.
She's still with him. You asked her. You said, do you still want to be with him? Are you still sleeping with him? She said he is. And so I don't want to, you did say there's a lot of black women watching the chat right now, but you don't see anybody else in the urban pop world dealing with things like this. Why do black women have such a high tolerance level for DL black men? Can we get into that?
Oh, well, I don't know that they know that the men are DL, because I feel like there's a lot of black women that
there is a series called, you guys can YouTube it. It's the DL Chronicles. New York, Atlanta, San Fran, California. There's the dude that they're going to their homeboys who they're playing basketball with, their homeboys who they're rolling up with, smoking with. It covers it all. And I'm not saying that it's right, but it's important to be educated. And if she's going to continue to subject herself, everybody's in the comments talking about, well, there's diseases as well. Well, first of all, HIV isn't just associated with the LGBT community. You can get HIV from sleeping with anybody.
Absolutely. I agree with that. See, and that's one thing that I don't like about, the LGBT stigma. They think that we are the only one that carry viruses, which is untrue.
Right,
I know,
we're sleeping around.
But because a lot of the heterosexual community, they think if a woman is pretty and she smells good, she's clean. No, you can have a dirty piece of put on the prettiest bit. You know what I mean? But their biggest thing is, did she get pregnant or not? They don't really care about, the disease. They're more worried about if the baby is his or not, And so, but that's a whole nother lie.
And this is my last point to say. I know that you said that you do agree and you would expose them, but I think that there's two types of DL men too. There's the DL man who really honestly just means well and who's having, because I've met both of them. The DL man who's like this in this post, who's just doing anybody and everybody. And there's also a man who is really just having a hard time with it. He's not out here just doing anything. He really cares about you. And do you expose that man as well?
First of all, that man needs to be very clear and let me know if we have a kid and he's out on Twitter ejaculating two black nasty raunchy dicks. Absolutely, I expose him if I have to find out.
But as far as the DL man who is wholeheartedly just being honest, hey Armand, this is just where I'm at right now. I'm not comfortable with I'm comfortable with being in a monogamous relationship with you. However, I can't be on Twitter with you. I can't be on your Facebook page. You can't put me on your YouTube page. You can't do that.
I wouldn't expose. However, I'm old school now, so I'm old. So now I'm of a particular age. So at this point, I'm not messing with I'm not really entertaining a DL man too long unless it is like a wham bam, thank you, man. I don't really know that much about you. You know what I'm saying? I know that you come over, we get into some things and you go on. I'm not sitting here, having you at my house and doing, because I can't get involved in that, because DL men are nothing but problems. I don't do DL men. I like butch queens.
That's also not to say that she's not insecure too, because I know that me and you, the insecurity of it for your man to already like women, but for him to like men and women, it's not gonna work, love. I'm good. It's just not gonna work. But that's all I wanted to say.
But thank you for calling in. Yes. Thank you for, shout out to you for watching the show. Shout out to everybody for calling in. Thank you. All right. We keeping it lit right here. Shout out to my people on Facebook. Okay, so I wanted to give a shout out to one of my girlfriends, Mia, over here on Facebook. Let me see what they said on Facebook. Let me see, because, the Facebook, they now have, okay, so Mia said, I told her to call in. Mia, let me have your last four. She said, no, they classify MSM for openly gay men. That's what Mia said. She said 50% of new HIV infection in Greenspoint are black women. That's in Texas. Okay. She said she's in the queue 9137. Okay. I'm going to get you on the line. So we shout out to everybody here on Facebook, get into some things. So if you want to get in here, go ahead and call in. Oh, and then there was a Eater Rosa DL man. He said he's a DL man. Oh, DL man, not the same as a bi man. DL can be homo or bi. Is a big turnoff for me. Am I the only one that feels that? All right. So let me so that's what we are. Shout out to my girl Ty over there on Facebook, making sure everything is going right. Okay, let me get Mia on the line. Okay, and then I hope my other caller is on the line so they can discuss. Okay, Mia, hello, 719137.
Hi, Armand.
Hey, girl,
How are you?
It's been a long time, girl. And listen, we've been through ups and downs and arounds, but I'm glad that we are here.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of you and everything that you've accomplished.
I am proud of you as well, Armand. We know we come from humble beginnings.
Yes, we do. We both do.
And we're using our platforms to make a difference in this world.
Okay. So as a trans
getting
woman,
down to the meat of this.
Let's get into
First things first. The CDC does not classify DL men as MSM because for them to even be classified as men that have sex with men, they have to divulge that information to the provider, to the doctor. Most DL men will not disclose that to a doctor. They will just say they have sex with women when they ask you, what are your different partners? That's why there's like some missing links when it comes to treating the epidemic, right?
Okay.
Because I work for a research team here in Houston, and I'm not going to bring up the name because I am not saying anything that represents the institution that I work for. But when it comes to classification with the CDC, there is no classification for DL men. Why? Because they identify as heterosexual.
Hold on, Mia. Hold
men.
on, Mia. Hold on. I heard that. Taylor said, I found out my nigga was with a man on New Year's Eve. Please call in, and moderators, get her last four if she calls in. Okay, hello.
Right. So I just wanted to clear that up, that little hyperaggression that's towards DL men. There is no classification for them with CDC. And this is why the epidemic is kind of getting lost in translation, because they're trying to figure out how are black women becoming, or how are they being infected at such a high rate, right?
Okay.
And so when it comes to having these conversations, let's not have these multiple conversations at one time. If we're going to talk about HIV, let's talk about HIV. If we're going to talk about DL men, let's separate this, okay? And let's not have the aggression. I just felt like there was aggression towards men that sleep with men, or DL men. But when you hear that type of aggression, what do you expect a man to do? A lot of these men that I have talked to that have wanted, they don't want to sacrifice their whole life when they know that a cisgender female is going to respond by blasting him and saying, I'm with this gay ass nigga. Can a man come tell you that, hey, you know what, I like men, I still want to take care of my children and the home, but I'm fixing to move on in a relationship without y'all blasting him and say that he's getting fucked by other men and ruining his life? And not allowing him to see his kids because he's messing with other men. So if we're going to address something in that hyper-aggression, let's address the climate. And have we created a climate where these men can be honest with the women? And I don't think we have.
I don't think we have either. But let me get her on the line. Hold on. Now, caller, would you like to respond to that?
Yes, I have been looking at stats for many years, and when you look at, I just Googled what she just Googled, and it's pretty vague.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I sit in board meetings weekly. I don't go by Google.
Hold on. Wait. Y'all not finna do this right now, okay? Hold on. Finish him. Okay, let's start over. I'm about to take everybody off mute, and we're gonna do this again. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So what I was saying is, due to the fact that I'm a person, you're able to go to the CDC.gov, look up. You can even look up zip codes and everything. Everyone, I strongly suggested. In terms of, they would have it like on I'll say a layout of some sort of map of some kind. And they, in fact, would have, as they had the bisexuals and gay in one category, and also MSM, and then they would put in parentheses, men who have sex with men who do not identify as gay or straight. It's all about the line of questioning when it comes to MSM. They may not truly believe that they are gay. We've seen this before. What's his name? DJ Mr. C? He does not believe that he is gay or bi, but he sleeps with men. You understand? So I've been looking at this also for years. So I'm not going to say. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
If they have that type of conflict with even who they are and what they like, do you think that when they go into the doctor's office that they're going to admit, when they say, who are your sexual,
the line of
your
questioning
partners,
usually,
women or men? Or you think they're going to say men?
No, the line of questioning usually they break down the questions. Now they don't use the term, say, a gay or bi or
they
bisexual.
Say, how many partners do you have?
Can I finish? They
sure.
will ask, like, have you engaged in terms of, they all know that this is confidential. This is how they get statistics, ma'am. And also, and hey, Hicks in the chat room, the Glitter Mermaid, I love you, girl. They also say that they may individually ask you. They're not asking if you're bi or straight, or bisexual. They'll just ask, men, have you had encounters with men, and so on and so forth. So they do have those statistics. I mean, those statistics are 100%, by the way, but they do have those statistics in regards to men on the down low.
So when it comes to the statistics, then why is there no information? Why are they not able to link the virus to black women?
Ooh.
Why are they not able to figure out why black women are being infected at higher rates?
Yes, they have, ma'am. This is how on the down low. Can I finish? Yes, ma'am. This was over 10 years ago, in fact, ma'am. That's why I referred black women to the first major book that made such a noise, even led up to Oprah, called On the Down Low by J.L. King. J.L. King, if you ever hear this, I would love to just rub your feet because you put it all out there. He was even going to churches and everything, saying this is why back in the 90s black women are coming up, dropping like flies back then, from pure, complications.
But it hasn't been statistically proven. It hasn't been statistically proven.
Well, we all know what the link is. Can I finish? Okay. So we all understand the link. There was a middleman. It starts over, it begun over here, not saying it started, but it was over here by the masses, and then it ends up over here. You get what I'm saying? So there's already been information.
Scientifically proven? Is it scientifically proven?
What do you mean by scientifically, ma'am?
Scientifically proven meaning that there has been research and statistics say
that
this is where it comes from.
Like, for example,
find the link where you can find DL men to black women.
Can I finish,
and I
ma'am,
will congratulate you.
Like, for example, they have statistics when it comes to those who are infected due to, say,
ma'am, half a million don't even go to the doctor.
May I finish, ma'am? May I finish? Let the truth out, ma'am. Okay. So, for example, intravenous drugs, they break it down. Can I finish? We can try all we want, but the facts still remain. The information is out there. The truth is on my side. So as I was saying, like intravenous, drug use, needles, heroin addicts, they break it down in terms of what's the major, unprotected sex, and in terms of the black women who are basically, there's an epidemic going on. The link has been directly to the major, contributing factor are men on the down low.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, can you please post a reading of a finding for that?
Well, you can look that information up, ma'am.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Now go ahead. Now you go ahead, Mia. What do you think?
I work in research and science, and we only deal with what's scientifically proven. I'm sorry, I can't go off of what authors have said, I go off of science and what has been statistically proven. And I need to see specifically that. I don't think the CDC can provide that, which is why the CDC is now creating spaces for ambassadors to start doing more work in the field, because they are missing a lot of the statistics.
Okay, so let me ask you this question, Mia. Do you know where the link is for black women? So are you saying that it's not DL men, that why black women are becoming infected at such a high rate?
Armand, I cannot say that has been scientifically proven.
Okay.
For one, right? So I feel like, first off, all that hyperaggression towards men that sleep with men, or DL men, there's this hyperaggression that black women have against DL men.
Okay.
And that's why they feel like they can't tell y'all who they are. A lot of these men have sat before me, okay? And this is based on my statistics from being in the field and being paid by men who were dealing with these same issues, right? Who had families and wives, and they had this fix that they needed to get. A lot of these men don't even have the avenue to open up to tell these women, hey, I was sexually molested, like, as a child or something. Like, there's been a few men doing it, but this hyperaggression right here that you're hearing from a black woman herself is exactly what carries the stigma that keeps DL men in the closet, because they would rather stay in than come out and deal with this and be castigated with HIV and associated with HIV. Like, come on his face, ain't got nothing to do with HIV.
Okay. Let me ask her this. Okay, I'm gonna put you on mute. I want to ask her this, ma'am. Can you address this word hyperaggression? Do you feel like black women are hyperaggressive?
Exactly.
Yes. Can you address that?
Absolutely not. Now, there's a lot of ignorance, Armand. I need to clear myself now.
Okay.
I am in no way, shape, or form homophobic.
Okay.
I am not. I am that whole anti-LGBT. No. I can feel however I want to feel, justifiably so, in regards to men who are deliberately out here. Like I said, I even spoke on behalf of the gay community. They're deceiving everyone. No one's winning. No one's winning with the trade, a.k.a. men on the down low.
Okay.
So I can feel how they're not in the same category. You understand? With an openly gay man, or even a bi man, or a man who has yet to come out the closet. They are deceiving. She cares more about them than, say, on the other side. Now, you asked me what, hyper aggressive? Is that what she was saying?
Yes, hyper aggressive. Basically saying that a lot of, let's see. She's saying it comes across that you're being a little bit hyper aggressive in layman's terms, like a black woman that kind of feels some type of way about gay men, like men sleeping with men. Like, you really kind of don't like it.
She keeps trying to put me in a category with the average black woman. I'm a glitter mermaid. Shout out to Hex and the chat. I'm not in that category.
Okay, so now you're you're saying that the average black woman doesn't like men that sleep with men, but that's not who you are.
The average black woman has their own. Please forgive me for saying this, but I'm a black woman, so I'm qualified.
Okay.
They've made, like I said, I've called them before. They look at the gay community as almost like competition a lot of times, and I said, because they, even on a subconscious level, are aware that they're sleeping with the same men as the openly gay community.
Wow.
So, she's trying to cross things, and like I said, my IQ was way up here. I'm so sorry. So, I mean, she's crossing things up, and she's just trying to put me in the category for whatever reason with these other women. My IQ was higher than that. They already know what's going on, but the DLs and the trade is still getting over at the end of the day. They're still getting over. Now, you can condone them and that spirit of deceitfulness. You can condone that if you want to. It's not about judgment here. It's about, don't pull it. Be single. Why do you want this woman over here that has brought you in her home and is feeding you, and then you're out here on the side doing everything under the sun? It's all an act of deceiving. But, Armand, I'm not going to be able to stay on the line. She can have the last word, but I just recommend for a lot of black women out here, considering the numbers and the stats, I recommend PrEP, which is period, no matter who you're sleeping with, no matter what. If you're having unprotected sex, I recommend PrEP. PrEP, and to definitely look up the numbers. It's not about what you want things to be; it's the way they are, whether you like it or not.
I'll say this though. I'll say this. I was on PrEP. I don't like the way that PrEP made me feel, and PrEP tears your liver up. So, but I mean,
I know.
Yeah.
But I would rather they have their liver torn to shreds so we can bring this to a close, because it can now be the disease, period. It's not whether, and she kept trying to put this on me. Anyone can get HIV. Anyone can get an STD. Mm-hmm. So she tried to make it seem as though I'm putting HIV, even though there's been information out there. And when it comes down to science, it's just an educated guess. You understand? It's they're looking at the evidence. So the evidence shows and proves that with men on the down low, or specifically the down low, they engage in high risk behavior, and this is a major contributing factor why in 2020 we have yet to get a grip on this. They engage in high risk behavior. I'm not talking about the gay or the openly, LGBT. She's lumping all of you guys in the same category, and that's not the case. You live free, don't you, Armand?
Yes, I do live free. I do.
You live very free, honey. So, and she's trying to lump these individuals who are going wherever they can, snatching up everyone else's resources for their own gain, and lumping them in the category with those who live free and who live, honest. So they're not the same. So remember, science is an educated guess. They look at the evidence, and then that's how they come to their conclusion. So I thank you so much,
Thank you so much for calling in, and thank you for being a good sport. Bye. You're welcome to call in anytime.
Bye-bye.
All right, Mia, did you want to have any last words before I let you go, love?
Sure. Science is not an educated guess. Science is something that is researched, studied, investigated, and proven by statistics. She needs to incline herself. And she also said something about I was trying to associate these men that have sex with openly gay men, like as if she is ignorant to an entire population of men that don't even sleep with openly gay men.
Okay.
They sleep with other heterosexual identifying men. There is a whole demographic that women who are ignorant like herself don't know about, as well as the CDC. And that hyperaggression is what keeps them down in the dump. And they're going to keep doing what they do. And these black women are going to keep being victims until they first open the dialogue, set the atmosphere for these men to be able to tell them what it is that they really like, without castigating them with supposed statistics and scripture and supposedly how they feel what men having sex with men mean.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Boo. If I need you, I'll message you again to call back in. Thank you, Mia. Shout out to you.
Sure. Have a good night.
You too. All right, so listen, we're getting to some things. This is an open dialogue. We're here with both my audiences. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're getting into some things. Do you feel like it's okay to expose? Do you feel like black women, the average, this is their words, not mine. Do you feel like the average black women are hypersensitive towards DL men, or do you feel like black women are, accepting of DL men? Do you feel like do you feel like a lot of these gay men are willing? I personally feel like a lot of gay men are willing to accept a DL man because they get turned on by it. Like, we've had a lot of conversation tonight. So whatever you feel, however you want to weigh in, I want my gay boys to call in. I want my bi girls. I want my transgenders. I want the heterosexual black women, the glitter mermaids. This is an open platform for you guys all to call in. If you want to get to the top, head over to YouTube if you're not on here, and super chat your way to the top, and let's get into some things. 832-8144, you're live on the air. Hello? If you're not ready, I have to hang up. Okay, I'll come back to you because I'm going to be nice tonight, but you're not ready. 707-6174, you're live on the air.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Okay, so I just have to say, I think that entire argument was kind of foolish.
Okay.
They're arguing and debating about statistics, and the main problem is the DL men.
Okay.
I thought we got off of topic a little bit.
Okay, well, bring us back, baby.
Because, especially in New York, it's so many different like guys who are so they'll be married, they'll have like 5 kids, they'll be gayer than like most flamboyant gay guys I've ever seen. But like if they have a mustache or a beard, everyone will totally bypass. Like they can never be gay.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what's the craziest part about that is like what the woman was saying is true because the guys will not admit that they are sleeping with other guys. Like a lot of people just, like they think that only gay people get the disease or the illness, and it's so not true. I just think to myself, I'm so passionate about this. So give me a minute to breathe. Oh my God,
Okay.
I cannot believe I got through.
Yes, breathe, but breathe quickly.
Yeah, okay. So, like I was saying, I think that as far as like the topic goes, the guy who got exposed, I don't think that people should necessarily expose people, but I do feel like people need to start getting more aware about who they sleep with per se. And, kind of respect everybody for their own personal choice. And then I think that people will feel more comfortable to come out. But I don't think it's a black thing or a black problem. It happens all across the board in every single race.
Mm-hmm.
White women accept it. Latino women accept it.
Okay.
Asian women accept it. Everybody accepts it. And for a gay guy, like 26 and whatever, you, especially living around, you see a lot of things. And it's just so clear that majority of men definitely sleep with other men.
Now, do you feel like here's the thing? Here's what I've experienced. I think there's a lot of men that sleep with a lot of extra men, and I think there's a lot of. I will say for me, and from my own experience, I think there's for as far as straight men to gay men, I think there's a lot of homoerotica. Like a lot of these straight men know that they attract more gay men, or they attract gay men. Period. Like a Flash Man Wade, or they got these different Instagram boys that they will have these like only fan pages that will cater to men. I know certain straight men that will kind of walk the edge of almost being gay just to milk the girls' purses, and us the gays will pay. They'll take us so far, you know what I mean? If it means get the drugs, or if it means get the coins, or get the car, get the ride, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I've experienced, and I've seen that, Now I've also seen that a lot of these straight men like to play with transgenders.
Like walking the fine line, right?
A lot of them like to play with transgenders. I remember I was living in Houston, and I had a straight guy. He used to do tattoos. Now he was not interested in me because I look like a man. But my friend who was transgender, he was more interested in her. And it was the darnest thing because, we're going to get a little bit vulgar here, and I'm probably getting off topic, but girl, it's fine. I run this shit. However, he had a girlfriend over there. We never exposed him, but he would come to my house, and then he would really preferably come over when I wasn't there. But then he would play with like one of my transgender friends, but then it was like he only wanted her to, but like he loved playing with her, her penis. And so it's very, very interesting, how these straight men are. Like, I don't know. These straight men are very, very confusing. And I feel like they could be very, very manipulative. And that's why I feel like gay people shouldn't associate with them.
I feel like if everyone just kind of like believe that it's happening, even if it's not, then I think that people will be more aware, because honestly, it just happens so frequently. And the problem is that a lot of times the gay guys, we end up protecting the guys, because they are cute, or they are our side piece, and they are like passable, like as a straight, man or whatever. But I think that quite frankly, we need to stop coddling them. First of all, like the guys need to grow up. Like they're so worried about what.
2 more seconds, caller, then I have to let you go. 1.
Oh, sure thing.
Thank you.
Thing.
Go ahead, caller. Okay, 5. Okay, 5 more. Okay, thank you. All right, love you. Thanks for calling in. Love you, love you, love you. All right, which one was that girl who did 5584? Okay. 5584. Thank you for your super chat. We will pick you next. Okay, 937. 5584, you're live on the air.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Armand. My name is Ivory.
Hi, Ivory. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Ohio.
Shout out to Ohio in the motherfucking building.
I am transgender, and one thing I do want to talk about is old girl's boyfriend. I feel like he wanted to get exposed.
Okay.
Because a real DL dude, like, he not going to let that get out. That's why you see so many trans women, like, becoming, like, getting murdered because, like, these dudes are becoming paranoid, thinking that they're going to tell.
Right.
So
let's not use murder and kill. Let's not say those words. Just, but I get it. Don't say that again, though. I won't make my money. Go ahead.
But yeah, that's why, like, a real deal dude, he not gonna like want that to get out. And in my opinion, she shouldn't take him back, but she gonna do it anyway. But go ahead, girl. But okay, and just get into other things. I feel like there is a big difference between DL men who are interested in gay men and then DL men who are interested into like trans women.
Mm-hmm.
As you said before, like a DL dude that's into trans women, he will not mess with like a gay dude. Like they don't find that attractive at all. And then a DL dude that's into like trans women, like I just recently was messing with a DL dude that was only into women and trans women.
Now why?
And like
why? Tell me why. Why? But okay, not in a bad way. But hold on. Let's set the mood. Let's light a candle and let's be transparent because let's be honest. Why were you messing with that DL man? And because as a trans woman, I'm not trans, but I know a lot of the trans experience. You guys go through a lot. So as a trans woman, why, when you know that these men are probably 99.9% sure ain't about shit, why do you do it? Why?
I would just keep it real, because it's fun.
Okay.
It is fun. It is fun messing around with a dude that's on the low. And then it does make me happy knowing that I can pull a dude that I guess people think that he's only into cis women. But it's just something different. Like a dude that will come at me and be like, he's openly into like trans women, I probably wouldn't take him as serious as a dude who want to like keep it on the low. And I know that's stupid, but here's the thing about sexuality and attraction.
Okay.
You can't generalize it, and you also can't try to make sense of it because everybody's sexuality and attraction is different.
Mm-hmm.
So, and here's the thing though, I didn't do nothing with him for a lot of reasons. One of the reasons is because he was still involved with the women like actively. And then also he was very persistent on wanting to do certain sexual things, which really didn't sit right with me because, like, I just met you. And, like,
okay, so let me ask you this. Let's dissect this a little bit because now we're getting into other areas, but let's do it. So why mess with a man if you know that he's interested in women and maybe he might find out that, maybe the woman might find out. And do you understand why a lot of the cisgender women feel a way towards transgender women? Because it's like maybe they don't have any regard for their relationship. Maybe is that against the girl code? Is there a girl code between transgender women and cisgender women?
There can be, but only if there's respect. I will mess with another girl's dude if the woman is coming at me disrespecting me. If you're a woman and you shading me, 9 times out of 10 you shading me because your dude is gay and you're not like woman enough to confront him about it. So that's opening the door for me to have like do whatever I want with him. But if you're a woman and you coming at me on some respectful stuff, you're not giving me no issues, trust and believe your man is good.
Okay. Shout out to my brother Roy McKenzie in the building.
Boundaries.
Go ahead.
What'd you say?
No, my brother just donated me some coin. Thank you, bro. But no, so what are you saying? Say it very simple, flat out.
I'm saying there can be girl code, but if you are a cis woman who is transphobic and homophobic, 9 times out of 10, those people that you are being transphobic and homophobic to, they will purposely sleep with your man.
That's heavy. We get into some things tonight. This is the show. Let me tell you something. But you know what? I respect you for keeping it 100, keeping it 1,000, because there's a lot of trans women, gay men that won't say, "Girl, I will your man if you try me." And I know that I can.
Let me tell you, I was just out in public the other day, and this girl, she clocked me or whatever. She could tell I was trans, and she like, she was making little jokes about it and making like, we're finding humor in it. Now her boyfriend was like, he was into it. Okay, so you know what I did? I started flirting with him right in front of her face, but not because I wanted to, but because I wanted to let her know, like, hey, like, you want to make me feel bad, so I'm about to make you feel bad, but I'm about to make you feel bad for your man. Like, I don't even need to tear you down how you're tearing me down. I'm gonna hit you harder. I'm gonna hit you with your man. Like that. Like that's how I do. And look. Somebody said I'm speaking for myself, and I truly am, because not every trans woman is like that. But
because we got about 661 black women on YouTube. Well, you on my YouTube channel. Shout out to you for being one of the gay people.
Here's the thing. I really don't have no issue with black women. I find black women very beautiful. It's just that when they're transphobic and homophobic, it just makes me see them in like a totally different light, because there's no reason for you to have an issue with me. Like this woman the other day, this black woman, she called me a blackface all because I was presenting myself as a I guess I'm what you call passable, but in my opinion, there's no real thing as passable to me.
Okay.
But she says like I'm blackface and black women.
So somebody asked you this. So no. Somebody wrote this, and it was a good question. And shout out to Vicky Gotti. Vicky Gotti, if you want to call in, sis, you can definitely call in and weigh in, and we can get into some things there over on Facebook. The number is on the board. Let me know your last four, and I'll bring you on. But the thing is this. Somebody says, so girl, are you doing this just for a kiki? So you really don't take yourself seriously as a transgender woman? Because a lot of times people don't, like T.S. Madison. Remember, T.S. Madison once said that she, T.S. Madison was like a spoof of transgender women. She only wanted to become trans just so she could have sex, so she didn't really care about the relationship part. Are you that? Are you just saying that you just want to know, are you trans just to pull the kind of masculine man? Or are you trans because you feel like that's who you are? You know what I mean? Is that why you're doing it? Because people want to try to understand.
Being transgender doesn't necessarily revolve around sexuality. Being transgender revolves around gender. I didn't transition to try and like the men aren't the main focus of being transgender. Yes, there's an aspect there. They do play an aspect in being transgender, but they're not like the main role, the main aspect. People transition to feel comfortable with themselves, whether if it's a trans woman or a trans man. Trust and believe, I didn't need to transition to pull a masculine dude. My first boyfriend that I had was DL, and I was serving masculine. Like, it's nothing. I can pull masculine men transitioning or non-transitioning. It's nothing. But no, like, you're not about to play me out like that. And yes, I do respect myself, and I respect myself to not let cis women or cis black men put me out there. Like, nah.
I respect your honesty, and I respect you for calling in. And you know what? I think that was real, because I think that you needed to say that. And I will be lying to you if I said I didn't agree with you. Because listen, if I have, we slang term, no shade, but I'm saying, like, if I have fish playing in my face, trying it like that, and then I knew I could clock her man and pull her man, I would pull her man just because, like, girl, don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would do that too.
Somebody in the comments says, I probably cannot keep a relationship with a man, so I run around sleeping with everyone. You sound like somebody who, you probably caught your boyfriend sleeping with a trans woman, so that's probably why you mad. But here's the thing, I don't look around just popping on any and everything. No, baby. I'm very educated, and I'm very, very smart. Don't ever do that, baby. Don't let the social media stuff hype you up, because I'm not the one. Anywho, baby, like I said, I respect myself very much, and I just don't go around fucking people. I'm not one of these
okay, thank you. See, you're doing the cursing. I love you. You can't drop the F word, but thank you, baby. And you know what? Thank you for supporting me and being on my YouTube channel.
You're more than welcome.
I love you, boo. And you can call in. If you want to stay on the line, you can. I'll leave you on here. I'm going to leave you on here. I will bring you back. I'm going to leave you on the line. All right, so let's take another call. We got a lot of people on here. We're getting into some things. I have a little bit of time tonight. So I'm here for it. If you guys are here for it, I'm here for it. Are you here for it? Hashtag I'm here for it. If you're here for it. 619-4205. We're live on the air. This is the greatest show. Hey, what's going on? Oh, this is my girl. What's going on?
Okay. So
you like these topics, huh? See, I can always tell when you like a topic.
You know it. You know it. Okay, I want to say a few things, and I'm glad that you left.
that girl on the line, because I just want to say a few things. The first thing I want to say is, if we go back to the original topic of the conversation with the girl, when I first saw you post it up, I had mixed feelings about it instantly because, number one, I'm a 30-year-old something woman, so I can't go back and think like I was 19 years old when I was reckless and carefree. You know, though this boy got a family, though he's 19 years old, he's still young, and you mess up and you make a lot of mistakes and you do a lot of things that you don't even know is becoming of your character yet. But at the same time, if you ever want to piss off a black woman, lie to her. That's the worst thing you can do is lie to her. So while I understand that he should have been honest on the same end of it, I don't know if I know that she should have exposed them. But then on the other end, he exposed himself. So I don't know. The whole exposing conversation thing is always so difficult for me because I have cousin that was snatched out the closet, and I just don't think you should do it. But at the same time, you do need to be honest with people about where you're coming from. Mm-hmm. But how hard is it to be honest when you know that what's waiting on the other end of that honesty is a crap ton of criticism?
Yes.
So I think we need to be honest about the whole let's be honest conversation, because not everybody is going to accept it, because they not. You know, it's going to be an instant crucifixion. And I always apply, especially black gay men, because being black and being a gay man is a double-edged sword. Like, it's a double battle.
Yes.
You know, but the trans girl got under my skin a little bit.
Okay.
And the reason she got under my skin a little bit, and what I tried to consider off the top, is I can tell that she's very young. And I can tell that her mentality of the situation is very young. She's getting upset because people in the comment section is saying things like, you can't keep a man, and all these bogus things about her being trans. But she came out and said every stereotypical thing that black women think of trans women. And that's the part that I don't like about it all. You know, and Mocha said something that was very alarming and very true. If he's my man, it don't matter how much you tap it, you can't take him. From the moment I see that dot in the thing, he just became your man. Black women are not sitting around twiddling their thumbs worried about if that's going to happen. I feel like that's a facade. But the fact that you say that you do it to prove a point show that you ain't confident in who you are as a woman. You can't be, because that wouldn't be your goal.
Okay, let her respond. Okay, well, before I let her respond to that, I want to say I appreciate you for saying you understand the struggle of black gay men, because that is, if I didn't feel one thing on YouTube, you know, given what I went through last year, we're not going to bring it back up. I really, and you know, and because I remember even talking to you, because you were like, you feel like I can't really say how I really feel about certain things, because yes, a lot on this channel, I feel as though, you know, I felt as though for a long time, you know, people didn't care about the black gay experience. It was only black women. We're the only ones that are oppressed. And anytime you talked about any other person or any other entity or any other group that was oppressed, it was kind of like, well, but our struggle is more, but this, you know what I mean? So I appreciate you, and I thank you for acknowledging that, you know, we all go through things. But I do want to give her an opportunity to respond. Okay, 5584, go ahead, and how would you like to respond?
Okay. Some of the things you said were right. I never said that anything that I did was right or that it was cool or that it was acceptable. I know it's not. And that's why I do it. And I do it to get under people's skin. But here's my thing, though. I only feel the need to be a stereotypical trans woman when I see black women being stereotypical black women. Like I said, if you as a black woman, if you are coming at me, shading me, trying to make me feel bad about me being me, why is it that you can be a stereotype and it be okay, but I can't? And like I understand that you don't understand me, because you can only understand me so much to a certain extent, because you are a black cisgender heterosexual woman and I am a black trans woman. But let me get this straight. I do respect black women who respect not even just black trans women, but black femme gays, the black gay community in general. I have a black mother. I have a black sister. Like, I'm not ignorant to what black women go through. I've done seen it all my life. And so I'm not just this vengeful black trans woman that's just out here attacking every black cis woman, because I have met some cool black cis women, but I have also met some very problematic black cis women.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. It is problematicness on both ends. But I want to go back to what you just said about how, you know, you have black mothers and you have black sisters. Though you don't understand it directly because you're not a woman, I know you've seen it from your viewpoint, because though you, Armani, you know, I don't agree with a whole bunch of, you know, black women this, black women that, but I can agree that the one struggle that black women do have is trying to keep a core family together, and it is everything coming out of each end at you every day. You know, like I said, from the moment she started speaking, I could tell that she's young. And with my 30-year-old mind, I can't think how she thinks, because I think that this new generation, you know, of transgender, of cis women, they a different type of monster in what they willing to accept. And I want people in the comment section to understand that too. A lot of them saying, you know, if they was a girl, they wouldn't take them back. If they was a girl, they would do this. Y'all thinking with y'all adult mind. You can't think back to 19 because you can't get that immature again. You know, just like when she was saying the trans girl, while I understood what she was saying, I understand that not only can I not think like you because I'm not trans, I can't think like you because I can tell that we are two different places in our life. All I'm saying is, as you grow and as you get character development and as you know, proceed in life, and as you want people to view you differently, I think you have to be careful with the rhetoric that you say and the things that you say out loud if you want people to take you a different way. That's all I'm saying.
Well, here's the thing. I am a black trans woman, so a lot of people automatically do take me for a joke. I do feel like with me being a black trans woman, I have to honestly not care at a certain point how people are going to take me, because in reality, a lot of people don't even want to see me exist. And so, like I said, I do take in what you were saying. A lot of things you said, I do agree with. But also, a lot of things you said, I can disagree with. But because we are two totally different people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but that's all I want to say.
All right. Well, thank you, guys. We got into some things. All right. We're going to take 2 more callers. Yeah. Thanks, Booze. All right. I love you. Thanks for calling. Bye.
Love you.
All right. Let's take a couple more. Okay. 951-7707. You're live on the air.
Hey, Armand.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I forgot what the topic was about.
Oh, shit.
So much going on.
Oh, you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait. Your ass going to have to wait. I ain't got time for to be playing with your bullshit. Okay, we will take a member call, 5859, even though I know you just got your membership, but welcome to the membership. You know, let me see. Let me pull your number. What's your last 4? We got a new member, 4859. Shout out to him. The last 4859. You not on here, nigga. You got to call in. Okay, so we're going to keep moving on. You got to teach these people. Y'all got to teach these people how to call in. 832-8144. You're live on the air.
Hey, Armand. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I was just trying to call in and chime in on the subject real quick. I already know you got a lot of callers.
Go ahead.
But yeah, what I wanted to say, coming from like a cisgender heterosexual woman, the way I see it, I have like a lot of friends. I have a few friends who are trans, and I have a few friends who are actually, you know, who identify as being a gay black man, you know. And the way I see it, from the exposing standpoint, I don't think that's fair, because I see what they've gone through, from what they go through with their parents, like their family members and stuff like that. I don't really think it's the right thing to do. And exposing, I feel like even if you're straight, you don't want people to expose like your sex tape. So why would you want to go expose somebody for being gay? You know what I mean? It's not your place.
Okay.
And I feel like that's for the individual. You know what I mean? Yeah. For the most part.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Shout out to you. Shout out to Houston. Bye. Let's take another caller. 267-7126, Philadelphia. What's going on? Come on. If you're not ready, I'm hanging up.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hey.
Hi.
I'm
sorry. Let me mute you. I was looking at you on the screen and listening to the other conversation.
You sound like one of my girlfriends that live in Philly. You know the niggas get silly and frilly, and you sound like Samantha James all at the same time.
I am in Philly.
What's
but
going
your
on?
topic is excellent. Your
Thank
topic
you.
is excellent tonight. And what I wanted to say is I'm an older,
Okay.
heterosexual black woman.
It's nothing wrong with being older.
And you're right.
Older.
But I'm young at heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're only as old as you feel.
That's right. About 10 years ago, I worked on a job, and there was this guy, and he was very handsome.
Okay.
Suave,
Ooh.
dressed nice.
Okay.
So we became friends.
Mm.
So we exchanged numbers. We
Mm-hmm.
talked, every evening after work and this
Mm-hmm.
and that. So one Saturday, he called me and he said, what you doing? I said, getting ready to do my Saturday weekend chores. He said, can I take you to breakfast this morning? I want to talk about something.
Okay.
So I said, okay. So I said, what is it? He said, I'll pick you up. You don't drive today. I said, okay. So he picked me up. We went to breakfast. He's looking good, smelling good. So as we're driving, I said, well, go ahead and tell me what you want to talk about. He said, no, wait till we get to the restaurant. So we got to the restaurant. We sat at the table. And he said, I like you a lot. And he said, and I know you like me. He said, but I want to let you know. And I want to see how you feel about it. I said, what? He said, I'm bisexual.
Okay.
And he said, would you be okay with that? So I froze. And then I was like, I don't think so.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah, my whole aura changed. So as we were driving back and he was taking me home, he started fussing at me in the car. He said, why did you get quiet? You've been quiet the whole time. So he said, you think I'm
ma'am, hold on.
or...
Let me tell you a little secret. Before we go any farther, if even in 2020 and beyond, if a man offers to take you to brunch, he's at least bisexual. Only bisexuals and gay men do brunch.
Seriously?
Stupid. Yes.
Oh, wow.
But seriously, but not seriously, but seriously. But go ahead, finish.
So, he drove me home and he said, don't freeze up like that. That doesn't make me a punk or any less than a man. I said, I didn't say that. He said, but you're acting like it. So either way, we... Wait.
You said he was acting like a punk? Or he said...
No. He was saying that that's the way I was acting.
Okay.
Yeah, because I had froze up and I wouldn't talk anymore. I didn't know what more to say. I was shocked.
Right.
So...
Well, ma'am, how old are you? No, let's get into it. How old are you? You 53? 59. Okay, so you 60, about 60 years old. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Now, how old was he?
He was 10 years younger than me.
So he was about 49.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
so he's 50 years old
now. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he told you he was bisexual, and you said no. Mm-hmm. So get to the point.
So my point is that I'm glad that he was honest, and he gave me an option.
Okay.
And he told me the truth. That's my point.
Now here's
some people.
Now here's the sad part about that though. Because my mom even asked me this, like, would you ever be straight? Would you ever be straight? If I wasn't with the person I was with, I would try a woman. But at the same time, because after knowing me, after being 30, 31 years old, I know what I like. You know what I'm saying? But but at the end of the day, it's like, I probably would never, like, say me and my partner broke up. I know that I could date a girl, but I wouldn't date a girl because I would have to explain to her my past. And most women would not rock with me because they would think, oh, well, you dated a man before, which is understandable. So what the unfortunate part about even being honest is that man could have really wholeheartedly wanted to be with you. He was 50 years old, which means he's probably dibbled, dabbled, and some, and really genuinely liked you. However, because he had messed with a man before, you didn't give him the opportunity. So at that point, all he could be in his mind is gay, because it's like, well, how many times do I have to get turned down by a woman when I'm trying to be honest about my past? It's like a catch-22.
He told me, he said with every woman and man he's ever dealt with, he tell them straight from the door. He said that stops the drama. You know, he said, I'm not going through that. So he said, there's never been a person I've been with that I didn't tell them that I was bisexual.
Yes. And I respect
I
that.
said, I can appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah. He makes sense. So I'm just glad that he told me we best friends. We've been best friends now for 10 years.
Oh, good.
And we can talk about a lot with each other. And he calls me his big sister now. So
and so now, okay, so 10 years later, let's see, is he dating women or men?
You know what? I think he's dating. He does both. Because he has a female he deal with, and there's a guy he deal with.
So,
see,
okay, hold on. But the thing is, he is dating a female. So, even though y'all best friends now, but the fact that he's not like in a full-on relationship with a man, he probably could have really been in love with you, and y'all could have probably really been together, just for the simple fact that now he is still dating females. He really did like you.
He used to say.
He really did like you.
And he would say.
That's unfortunate because he really did like you.
Yeah, we'd be good business partners, good partners, period. And to the day he asks me, do I want to, like move in with him and we share the bills and this and that, because we still both single. But I don't know.
But you don't want no man that like dick. Just be real. And you don't. It's okay. You don't want no man that like booty.
Let me say this: I can't compete with a man.
Right.
I can compete with a woman. Because I'm not a man, so how am I going to compete with a man?
There's a lot of women that compete with men.
I get really into him, and then I find myself I'm competing with a man that he's dealing with. How can I do that?
Right, I understand. Okay, so thank you, caller.
That was my point.
Thank you so much for calling in. I love you.
Show.
Thank you for calling in.
Love you too.
Bye. Okay, so listen, we got two more calls. Okay, so we got 6026 and then we got 8264. Remember those two, guys. 6026, okay? Okay, 347-6026. You're live on the air. Yo, you sound like you got a hell of an echo before you even start, nigga. Where are you talking from? The bathroom?
I'm from New York.
No. Room. What room are you in?
Shit.
Yeah. You sound like you taking a boo-boo in a public restroom. Yup. You wise.
Yeah, but my question is, why does it even matter if the person comes out or not? That's the biggest question. Like, who business is it?
So you on a DL? Just let's be honest. I don't know your name. Let's just be real.
Yeah, you can say it.
You want a DL, okay, and you in New York, you want a DL. So the issue is because earlier today, there was a man that, he was a very attractive man. He had a baby mama and a girlfriend, and he was on Twitter with two nasty black rock hard cocks in his face. And his girlfriend found out about it. She reacted and posted it. And then there were several videos sent to me different videos. And this man said he was laced. And from the videos, it didn't appear that he was laced. So that was the issue. And I feel like those type of men should be exposed. Now, the DL men there's a difference between being DL and discreet. I will fool with a discreet man, even though I fooled with DL men, but I feel like DL men are sneaky and they try to get over. Like they're manipulative. There's a motive. They really don't care about you. They're just trying to get their fix, which means they're either, whether it's money or whether it's a place to stay or whether it's to have their cake and eat it too. There's always a motive. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you can explain from a DL perspective what's going on.
I mean, well, I don't see from, my point.
Okay, go ahead.
And everything. I just really don't feel like it's necessary because, straight people just go around and just say, hey, I'm straight. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm with you on that. But what I'm saying is, okay, so explain to me a little bit about you. Do you have a girlfriend? Do you like guys? Do you date men exclusively, or do you date women too? What level are you at? I don't know you. I don't know your name. I don't know what you look like. So you can be honest.
Yeah, I do both.
So what are you doing right now?
Actually, chilling for real.
See, yeah, you're a DL. You see, you with the bullshit. So you got a girl on the side that you talk to, and you talk to a dude, here and there. But
now,
who
actually,
do you
I'm
BC
gonna
with?
be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Like when I'm only with one, I'm only actually with one person when I'm with that person. I don't do both at the same time.
Okay. So do you think that this girl had a right to expose this man who has two rock hard black sweaty dicks in his face while she's just sitting at home with their child, while he's on OnlyFans on Twitter?
To be honest, I don't think that he actually is on the video because I can't see anybody letting someone record him. And then you said that he did it. Well, I was actually watching the video. You said that he did it twice.
Yeah, there's several videos.
That's impossible. You can't be, or you can't carry it.
Okay, so as a DL man, how do you carry yourself? Let us know. Like, and a lot of women probably will want to talk to you if you're open to it, because a lot of people, do you feel like as a DL man that you are the link between STDs and HIV? Hold on, I can't hear you. Hold on. Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're the link between STDs and HIV?
Definitely not, because I get checked regularly. So, I handle all of that. And then on top of that, I use condoms. So I only been with one person without a condom before, the LGBT world. So, no, I don't believe that.
So do you feel like you don't feel like you should tell women that you deal with that you mess with men too?
Definitely not. I mean, why? And then I see a lot of people in the comments, feeling some type of way, but it's the truth. Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get why should.
Well, speak your piece, brother. This is your time. Tell us how you feel.
And a lot of them, and I'm gonna be honest, a lot of them is mad because they don't have the. How can I say this without being disrespectful? I know you're on YouTube, but a lot of them mad because they don't have the mannerisms to appear this way. You know what I mean? A lot of them don't have. They be like, and I heard one thing that pissed me off. I heard somebody say we need to stop cuddling, them, and why do they care if they come out or not? Because it's, why is you even using that as a weapon? If it's 100% normal, if it's.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish you. I'm be honest with you. I don't know what the fuck you saying, because you're not saying anything. But I really wish you would be saying a lot more for your community. You talking in circles.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Where are you at? Where are you at?
So when I'm out. So where I'm at right now, the location?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in New York.
No, are you at a Starbucks, nigga? Like, I can't hear you.
Shit, man. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Let me take off my headphones. Maybe
please,
because I can barely hear you too. All right. My thing is, like, I just don't. I already said this. I don't get why it's a problem. The reason why, for it's a big problem for us to not be open. I just don't get that.
No, I don't think it's the openness. I think it's the secretiveness of the down low man. Why is it such a secret?
Because the simple fact that what the other girl said on there earlier, like, a lot of people look at the community differently. A lot of people have jobs that they want to get into.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see if people want to talk to you, because you is really on a DL, because you sneaky. You probably at your girlfriend's house right now, sneaking on here watching this girl. I mean, boy, he probably thought we was gonna get some coins in here. We was gonna do a twerk session. Now them DLs be on here for the twerk session. Hold on. 832 832-7594. You live on the air. Don't hang up, New York, but you just get your sound together, nigga. 832-7594. You live on the air.
Hi, Armand.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very clear.
Okay, great. I was just calling because I wanted to say, as a cisgender woman, I just really wish that the transgender community could be closer together. Mm-hmm. You know, we're all women, whether you were born a woman or you are transgender and you feel like your place in life should have been born as a female. We just need to group together, not allow these men who are down low and really just using the both of us at the end of the day to get their rocks off.
Wait. So you feel like men are just using transgender and cisgender women just to bust a nut?
A lot of the time, yes. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have family. I have friends. I see what they're doing. I hear what they're talking about. We all talk about it together. And it's not right. It's not right. And that's where I'm piggyback off of what the last person said about coddling these men and allowing them to get away with stuff. You know, everybody's going to get away with some things to an extent in life, but there has to be a respect, you know, and I just wish that we could just be closer together, all of us, whether you're a female born that way or a transgender woman. We need to help each other out.
Thank you. Did we have another super chat number to the front that I missed? Let me see. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Did we have another? I know we had two that I missed. Okay, let me see. Which one was the other one? Oh, 347. No, 6026. No. 3. No, that's the boy from New York. Where's the other one? Mo, come on, help me out. 8264. Oh. 8264. You live on the air.
Hey, Armand.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I've been waiting so long because I know this is a little past the conversation that was being had, but I needed to say this to you.
Okay.
About the black women thing.
Okay.
I feel like people already know that that's a vice for you in a place that we were already in. So it just got so, like, the conversation went from DL men to black women and black women accepting this and all this, and it just got kind of crazy. But what I do want to say is I feel like a lot of people know that their man is down low or has sex with men and just accept it. And when they're mad, that's when it comes out to, oh, you know, you're this or you're that. I'm going to put out what you've been doing. People already, I feel like a majority of people already know. Now, maybe this lady in this situation didn't know, but she's already willing to accept it, and she's asking questions that she's answered herself. Okay. Did he like it? He has multiple videos of doing this. He loved it. I mean, from the video, he loved it. I'm just saying. So he loved it. Yeah, he loved it. Actually, he looks like he's having a very nice time. You know what I'm saying? So if that's what you're into, I mean, why are you fooling yourself? So yes, it's wrong for men to be on the down low, but it's also wrong for women to say, I didn't know. Because if you're doing any kind of anal play, with a man, if men are extremely homophobic, I feel like they have some issues with themselves, because that's giving gay tease all day long. Because if you're not really into that, or that doesn't turn you on and make your little thing jump at all, why are you so concerned with that? You know what I'm saying? So if you're
wait, you're saying that any woman that's slightly doing anal play with or licking a man's ass, she's gay.
Yes, because
I think that's hot for straight couples to give that, but maybe.
Well, it might be. Yeah, it is. But I'm just saying, just know that this is something that that your man might be into. Because if we're doing things like this, I mean, you might be into some other things. But aside from that, I'm just saying, I feel like people know that their mate is on the down low, and it's what they're willing to accept. And it's just the bottom line. We have to be real here, because it's not, I mean, people do being, hide their sexuality and all this. But there's just as many women that know and accept it, long as they're the main one, or you come home every night and all that. It's just acceptable. And I think we need to get real with ourselves and realize that it's a lot of, no matter what your race is, with all this anal play, people wanting their, backsides ate and all that. It's just
so
what
that,
it is
so it's
today.
safe to say that you only do missionary and you don't give head and you don't eat your man's ass, right?
No, I'm not gonna eat no ass now. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not really into that.
You're very conservative. You got your degree and stuff, huh?
No.
What you got your degree in?
Well, I have a master's degree.
I know you got your degree. You sound very conservative. You can write a mean motherfucking paper, bitch. And you're a Republican too.
But no, I'm definitely not one of those. And I don't have anything against anybody that is, before that gets all into a whole thing. But
right.
I'm with whatever my husband's with, because I'm with whatever he's with, because I love him. So if he's into something, it's safe to say I'm going to accept what it is, but I'm going to be honest with myself. If it's something I can't accept, I'm going to keep it moving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you...
How old are you, caller? How old are you?
30.
Okay, girl. So you my age. Okay. So you born in the 80s, 89?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're not eating no ass. Okay.
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you on that. Okay.
But I mean, who knows what we'll be off into next year? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to lose my man to someone else because something that I can do that, maybe he likes that. I love him enough. So if we get off into some things, we just get off into some things.
So here's how that works. So here's how that works. Like, let me tell you something. This is like my dream, and because I haven't done this yet. Like, my dream is to like be as bad built and not in shape as I am. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a damn. I'm not worried about my diet or nothing. I want to go and wear a freaking nasty G-string jockstrap thong. And I want to go on the beach somewhere in Mexico with my man. And I want to do all kind of freaky shit that nobody will ever know that we've done. And I want to just be nude. And I don't give a damn what my body looks like. And I just don't want to give a damn. And I think that's what people should do in relationships. Y'all should go out of countries and you should do some weird, nasty, freaky shit that you have never done before. You got to keep it spicy, because I don't care if you're heterosexual. I don't care if you're gay. We all freaks. People are freaks, and you gotta try stuff. And so maybe you don't want to do it at home because you might feel awkward. So go take a vacation and do some weird shit, but be smart. That's just my sexual relationship advice.
If you go have sex with a third party or whatever it is, don't do it in your hometown. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Go away somewhere else and do it. But I mean, I'm open. I like porn, all this kind of stuff. Now, I haven't ate me,
hold on. Let me take this other caller. Hold on, because you talking about. Hold on. Let me take Shadira's call real quick. Okay, Shadira 903-7931. You live on the air.
Hey.
Hey.
So my thing. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So earlier, you know how the one lady who was real arrogant, and she was like, "I'm not your average black woman, and I'm not like the rest of these black women."
Yes.
First of all, she's telling us. I have a problem with that, because I'm like, you telling us we need to go read somebody's book to know the signs? I feel like you probably have been with somebody who you found out about, because, sweetie, I ain't never needed a book to know.
But you got a man.
I never needed a book. I do have a man. I really do, and I mean, you like your caller that you just talking to. You know, sus when you see it.
Right.
It's little things. It could be the smallest things. From this nigga like wearing a fanny pack. I'm sorry. It could be the smallest things. Those that bothers me. I don't like those. I don't like those. It could be something that small. You know what I mean? So the caller that's on the phone right now is totally correct. And now the one transgender lady that called, and she was saying the hyperaggression and how men, how could they come out when how we will act? Well, tell me this: how do you expect somebody to act after you knew when you started liking looking at a man booty? You knew when you started liking that, and that was long before we had kids. That was long before we probably got married. That was before we've been together for 10 years. That's before we just was boyfriend and girlfriend, popping out babies left and right, shacking up. You knew that you liked men. So how do you expect somebody to act? Why don't men that are DL? Why don't when you start feeling that? Why don't you start backing away?
Hold on, let me
from
ask him.
the
Let's
woman
ask him. Hold on, we have a DL man on the line. DL man, do you got better service, sir? Hello, 6026 New York.
Yo, what's up?
Okay, so we got a woman, female on the phone. She has a question for you. Go ahead.
My question is, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to ask him because he don't feel like he needs to disclose anything to anybody. So you can remute him because I actually don't want to talk to him. He don't feel like he. And then on top of that, one thing I got to say about that, we know he kind of nasty because he don't like to wash his hands. We heard him flush the toilet. We did not hear no stink or nothing. Come on,
You sound
we hear no
mad.
water.
No, hold on. She said that you
man.
nasty because you don't wash your hands. She said you was boo-booing and you didn't wash your hands because we didn't see any water. We didn't hear any
so
water.
you know what I was actually doing.
Armand,
You know what I
go
was
ahead and
doing.
mute him. You can mute him. I don't want to talk to him, sweetie.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
want
mute
to.
you.
I paid my $5 to talk to you. I don't want to talk to him because
Okay.
he.
Okay,
girl,
I muted him. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, because I go off on that boy. You'll be mad at me too, and I don't want to do that.
Okay.
So I don't want to do that. But I just want to know, like, you know what I'm saying? How do you expect somebody to act when they saying like, oh, the hyperaggression, and how do you? Y'all gonna get so mad? But how do you not get mad? You done had some kids with a man. You done been with this man, and you thought this man, because cheating with a woman, you can cheat with a woman all you want, but come home to see your man and the man with another, in the bed with another man, I'll probably pass out. I don't know what I'll do.
Girl,
I would pass out. I don't know what I would do. So I'm just saying, like, we can't keep putting, and then the other thing, we can't keep making everything be about black women. The whole conversation, half this conversation has been switched over to being about black women, and you know I can't stand that. When people do that, like, this was about DL men, not DL black men, not DL white men. This is about DL men, and now it's about black women. That don't make no sense. It just doesn't make sense to me. I hate that. Leave us alone. Can we do anything right?
Right.
Can we do anything right? That's what I want to know. Can we just live our lives? Can we live our black lives and die? Because, look, we don't be doing nothing to nobody. So that's all. Like, you know, I had a few other things to say, but I really been waiting because there's been so many people on the phone, and I just been dumbfounded for the past hour. So I've been over here looking at my boyfriend with my eyes big and just like, I just don't know what to do, how to feel, especially the last one on the phone. And he just say, I don't got to tell nobody nothing. Please, can you just move to Alaska and mess with the penguins? Leave us alone, because I'm sure the gay men and the straight women want to know, because you do a lot. I can hear it in your voice. You do a lot, and I don't like that.
Thank you.
That was it. But
I love
bye.
you so much. You know I love you, boo, because you make me cackle every time. All right, bye, boo. See ya.
Bye.
All right. Private caller, you're live on the air. You've been on here about 30 minutes. Private caller, live on the air. Let's get into some things. Hello?
What up, Armand?
Hey, what's going on? My voice don't go that deep, but what you got
up,
to say?
bro?
Are you on a
You
DL?
probably recognize my voice.
Or are you straight or
I'm
you
not
bi?
on no DL, bro. No, I'm gay. This stunner. We done talked plenty of times. I done
90 seconds.
Stunner for Vegas
now I'm not on no
with,
DL.
with the baby? That's who I like. Oh, that's not you. Okay, no. Go ahead.
Nah. Stunner from the bushes. So anyway,
You from New York?
Yeah, Happy New Year to you, bro. So, I ain't from New York. But let me say this. I think that the woman that said that there was like a venom, right? And there was an uncomfortable space that people put men in once they find out they come out the closet. I think that she hit the nail on the head. Now, let me say this. The question was, should DL men be exposed? The answer to that question is it's on a case-by-case basis, because what are you exposing him for? Because hypothetically speaking, if the dude was hitting a bad broad from the back that looked better than his wife, and he was getting head from a female, you have to wonder, would she have put that out there on Twitter and exposed that? Now, the one lady that just called in, that's what I'm saying, the one lady that just called in and said that old boy, who I believe is a weirdo, I don't want to argue with him, Mama, so please don't unmute him. Okay. I believe he's weird. She said that he should move to Alaska. But those type of reactions are the same type of reactions coupled with the church,
coupled with black men in society that are going to keep these men in the closet and not make it comfortable for them to disclose who it is that they are. There was another woman that said that when a man told her she was bisexual, she said that the whole car ride home, her demeanor changed. Let me tell you something. A lot of people spoke for men on this channel, except for the men.
Okay.
And so men and women are two different creatures, right? And so men are very prideful. A woman could be running the whole household, but she's going to let the man have the final word because men and women are set up different. Even gay men, right? Gay men will say on these dating apps or whatever the case may be, top.
Which is a
but
lie,
you
lie,
know,
lie,
really
lie,
speaking,
lie, lie, lie.
that's a lie, but they won't put it out there because even within our society, it's uncomfortable for them to admit that they may prefer penetration because penetrating or getting penetrated, right, is a war on their manhood. So when it comes to guys being on the DL, whatever the case may be, look, if you a dog ASS dude, right, if you one of them type of dudes that's sneaky and conniving and you cheating on your broad, you need to be exposed. Being a sneaky and deceiving guy and being a DL guy, those are two totally different things. And I think a lot of people get it confused, right? If a guy is on the DL and he's not necessarily being deceitful and he's not necessarily being sneaky, you can't attribute that to only DL guys. Like, people got to, okay, with our society we live in, it's hard enough for the gay guys to be accepted. But the DL guys got a whole other beast because what's coming down the pipeline is their manhood is going to be flushed down the toilet once people find out that they did what they did, because that dude, what he did was definitely out of pocket, right? I'm not saying that what he did was wrong. I feel like it was dangerous. It was disrespectful.
But at the same time, had you been one of those dicks, you would have got your life.
No, not at all. I mean, all of us, you know, now we get down, like, so we enjoy oral sex. Now, don't get it twisted.
Would you have did all that in his face with the camera and all that?
Nah, not with the camera, nah. But I mean, like, if he said he wanted to, yeah, I mean, if it was something that we agreed to do and he wanted to suck me up, yeah, I'd let him suck me up.
Oh, okay.
If I didn't know he was in a relationship.
Yeah, if you didn't know nothing, it was just he just hit you and your homeboy. He just like, you know, just pull it out, you know, just whatever, and come in my face, and he looked like that. What you gonna do?
I mean, 9 times out of 10, to keep it A1, we're gonna get some head.
Okay.
I mean, I might throw a rubber on if he's a stranger, but we're gonna get some head. We're gonna let him top it off.
Oh, okay. I was just
it
asking.
Is what it is. I'm gay. Gay boys like head.
Right.
That's neither here nor there. I mean,
I just want to hear what you was going to say, because I would have did the same thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him top it off. Point blank. Period. And he was kind of pretty too, and I'm gonna do what they did on his face. Period. Yeah, that's how that's gonna go down. But to me, that's neither here nor there. I just think that, you know, with the men, before I close, I think that the woman from Houston said it best. Right, our society has to change the reaction, right, that comes as a result of these men being pushed out the closet. Because if they didn't feel like their whole life was going to change,
somebody gonna say the dude that's speaking right now. Hold on,
sneakiness.
I'm gonna let you repeat that. But the dude, somebody gonna say this is the gay man. He gonna say the dude that's he talking like he know from experience. He said the dude that's speaking right now got a small one. Because he trying to say you too confident, your voice too low, so you must ain't got no dick. But girl,
it don't. But see, but think about it though. Like,
why do it be your own people that try to play you like that?
Yeah, and to me that's thought language. Because at the end of the day, I ain't never had no complaints. And again, like, that's a little boy. That's neither here nor there. We talking about should DL men be exposed. We ain't talking about how you trying to size me up and break me down. But trust and believe me, I ain't never had no complaints. I'm gonna just leave that at that. There's a certain energy, and it could come through the phone. So you know that it's actually the complete opposite of that. Move right along.
Okay, let's move on.
My thing is, I'm just saying, Armand, you know, there has to be these spaces created for these guys where it's not necessarily going to be as uncomfortable for them to say, you know what, baby girl, you know, like, I might want to bring a dude in the bedroom tonight. Like, what you think about that?
Oh.
Without her saying, oh, no, I'm getting ready to pass out. Because the deal is it's going to be, you know, because this the thing. And I know that's wild. That's wild to hear a guy say, you know, well tonight, you know, let's do something a little bit different.
Right,
I'm trying to bring some eggplant into the equation. What you feel about that?
Because you know her ass
She
is gonna pass
go crazy.
the fuck out.
She gonna
Yeah.
go crazy once she kick it. Yeah, 100%. But my thing is like she gonna go wild once she kick that to her. But if he say, baby, you know, like when we go to the bar tonight, if we see a female we like, can she come home with us tonight? She gonna ponder on that.
Right.
She gonna say, yeah. She gonna say, yeah, she can come home. If she got, you know, a nice little set or whatever and a fat little booty, she can come home with us tonight. But see, the thing is, again, like I said, if that's a man, he not going nowhere near the house. And so if he has those tendencies, he already know how the woman that he's with is set up.
Okay,
he
but let
know
me
how
ask you
she's
this.
going to react. Now here.
Oh, sorry, but I don't want to lose your train of thought, and we might be going slightly off course. But since you brought that home with the boy, like the bringing somebody in, you know, I was watching a little flick, right, and I was getting into it, but I seen that a lot of straight men, like it'll be like 5 straight men, and it'd be like a little white woman, but it's like, how do all these straight niggas like run trains on these women, and it'd be like one girl, and like that's not gay. I know that they looking at each other. But girls are okay with that. They looking at
each other. They sizing each other up. Look, they sizing each other. They will get into the same hole, rubbing private parts together, one on top of the other. But if you ask them if they gay or bisexual, they'll scream to the mountaintops that they not gay at all. And also, too, when straight men, because, you know, my homies are straight, when they watch porn, they don't watch just a female alone or 2 females getting down. They have to watch a guy and a girl have sex, so the peen in the equation turns them on. And I know this is uncomfortable for a lot of people to hear, but on the Kinsey scale, when it comes to sexuality, there's a little bit of a gray area for all of us. A lot of straight men that are married to women probably had a boy crush coming up, just like the gay boys have a girl crush coming up.
I was just about to say that. No, I was just about to say, like, here's my thing, and I'm not even trying to push it on gay men, but there has been some flicks or some porns where I've watched the straight porn, you know, and maybe I watch for the guy, but then there'll be a girl and her booty will be like so fat and it'll do something to me. So all I'm saying is this: there's no way a straight guy cannot watch a porn and never at one point get turned on by the guy. That doesn't happen.
Ain't no doubt
I can't believe that, because I've got turned on by a girl before, and I don't like women. But a woman has turned me on before, and I've busted a nut to it.
Ain't no doubt about it. Women will turn us on. That's another thing we don't talk about. A woman that's nicely built and got. Women will turn you on. Women will turn you on a porno flick and in real life. Women smell good. Women feel good. Women got nice pheromones. I don't want to confuse nobody, but women are very sexually attractive. It is what it is. Just because I don't deal with women doesn't mean that I'm not sexually attracted to women. I'm very sexually attracted to women.
Right.
But the deal is, I know what my base is.
Right.
And so it's a lot more common. Every woman, I don't have no gay man. I got a real man. You don't share brains with that man. You ain't been with him every step of the way in his life before you met him. A lot of women would be surprised to know what experimental stuff that their man did when he was 13, 14, 15, 16. We are sexual beings, and as black people, we have to have the conversation for these men, because there's going to be a lot less sneaky behavior going on if they make it comfortable for them. Because just like I said, bro, if he would have been hitting the female from the back and getting some head, there would have been nothing to expose. The other lady sat on his phone and said, well, he could cheat with women all he want to. You're exposing it because you already know that don't nobody find that stuff with black men to be acceptable when he is performing oral sex on men and has 2 penises in his mouth. Like, that's the type of stuff that'll get you ostracized from your whole community, and then here comes suicide, and then you want to be sneaky again, and then here comes high-risk behavior, because let the truth be told, the gay boys are the ones that really like be in bathhouses and be in parks and, you know what I mean, have sex everywhere. And when a DL guy steps outside of his norm, a gay guy will fake it. Because, see, I could easily pass for a DL guy, because my thing is your boy Stunner is passing. Don't nobody ask me how I get down. Don't nobody ask me how I get down at all. I could tell a DL guy I'm DL and then be a nasty old freak and lay down with him, and then he takes something home to his female.
So why do you think that the guy on the phone is a weirdo? The 3476.
I mean, I think he's a weirdo because well, I don't know whether he's a weirdo or
But
not.
do you
I
think
just
he
think
really
that,
DL?
like, you know,
Do you think he really DL?
I don't think he DL. As soon as I think that he's a discreet gay guy that probably hasn't came out to his family yet, and he feels some type of way because people are bashing the side of the gay guy. He got in his feelings and he wanted to call in. That's not a DL guy, because a DL guy not gonna call into the Armand Wiggins show and blast himself. He's gonna be scared that somebody gonna recognize his voice like a true DL guy.
Well, hold on, don't play the Armand Wiggins show. We got straight men, we got gay men, we got all kind of men over here. Don't try to play me.
He not. Let me say, he not gonna call in the DJ Academics. He not gonna call in the Say Cheese. He not gonna call into any of them other straight platforms I look at. He not gonna call into none of them platforms and put himself out there, because a lot of the DL is rooted in fear, and we can't play God. Armand, me and you can't play God and dictate another man's process as to when he come out the closet. You are aware of that, right?
Yeah, but let me.
It's
you
a
gotta
process.
let him answer that, because you tried him. Hold on, 347-60626. He said you won't call into DL. Why did you call into the Armand Wiggins show? You didn't feel like we outed you here, did you?
Go ahead, Armand.
Yeah, I was a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie.
So you gonna play me and I had your back, motherfucker? Okay, go ahead. Why do people think you're a weirdo?
I have no idea.
I mean, bro, listen. I try to show you.
I kind of feel like calling in habit is no word saying that you ain't DL, right? We can.
You need good service. You need good service. Your service.
Hold on. I'm gonna go down on top of it.
Yes, I cannot take your service.
Go out down on top of it.
Yeah, because I got something I do want to say to him, but I
think you should say it to him. But his service is
he being sneaky, man. See, the thing is,
he being sneaky already, right? So he is the L. Yeah, he wants some sneaky shit now.
Yeah,
so why you be watching this show?
Light, man.
But listen, here's the thing. But I like that, because I feel like what I like about this show is that the DL boys can watch, the gay boys, the straight boys, because I remember when at one point where it's hard to believe, well, I don't know if it was DL or I just didn't want to say it out loud, but I had to find those gay people that I watched, either I was attracted to or I related to. So I'm happy to be that for other people.
Ain't no doubt about it.
So he sees something in this show that he feels comfortable. So let's not make him feel bad.
No, I didn't really. When I said the Armand Wiggins show, I wasn't talking about you personally. I mean, I'm saying, like, you know, they not gonna come out and really talk. Period. But then again, who am I to speak for them? They just might. He doing it. So, you know. But hopefully he get his phone together, because
right now.
he need to say something to these females on.
But he being sneaky right now as we speak. He got me on mute and got me turned all the way down. He over here with his family or at his girl house, and he's hiding. But he on this show and he watches the show faithfully. He paid to be on here.
Yeah, you know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, he paid to be on here, but then you ain't set it off. Like, set it off, my G. Like, you on here, set it off.
That's why I'm trying to give him a chance, because he's super chatted. So that's why I'm trying to give him a chance. Like, and I know that he probably needs to get something out. We got 700 people on here right now on YouTube. I have to go pee, but I'm trying to give you a chance to speak. Hello, 347.
All right, I'm down. I'm outside now. What's up?
Okay, so you in a place where you can talk now. You feel comfortable?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, so ask him your question. Okay, so y'all talk to him.
Now, I mean, hey, well, look, bro. I mean, I don't know what to say. I guess we'll set it off. From an older gay guy to a DL guy, the only thing I want to say to you, and this is not even for entertainment, is to protect yourself when you out there in them streets. You know, don't get in no high risk behavior. You only got one life to live, and so you will want to dodge a lot of them bullets that could potentially be out there if you being sneaky. What I want to say is that you didn't do nothing wrong. If you bisexual, if you gay, whoever you are, there's nothing more beautiful than individuality. Just because you are gay, bisexual, or whatever you are, does not mean that you are less than a man. You still a man, strong black man, be a proud black man. And, I just wish you the best in 2020. Wish you a happy new year. I'm not trying to come on here and argue with you. I'll just give you some knowledge because it seemed to me like you could be struggling. Unfortunately, we got to do this on the air. You seem like you're a little bit sneaky, but I'm just trying to give you good vibes and good vibrations your way because it may be challenging for you in your journey as a homosexual man. So I just wish you the best with that.
Well, hold on.
Pretty much all I got to say.
Okay, but before y'all get off on here, how old are you calling from the private number that's giving the good vibrations?
Oh, Stunner, I'm 35.
Okay, and how old are you, the DL man, with the last 6026?
21.
Yep. So yeah, you are 21. Oh, I know what it's like. Now I'm with you. Because I knew you was young.
Yeah, this like your Uncle Stunner from the bushes, and just know that it's gonna be okay. Just know that whoever gets mad at you, they're gonna call you that 3-letter word starting with an F. You just gotta be secure with who you are as a man, and it takes time. By the time you 30, by the time you my age, you're gonna realize it don't matter what nobody say about you. It can't take your manhood away from you. And I feel like that's what I need to say to you as a DL guy, right? And
why do you feel like I'm struggling though?
I don't know whether you're struggling. I was just guessing. I mean, I'm not sure.
Well, I
whether
think
you're
he felt like you
or
were
not,
struggling because you was like, it seemed like you couldn't get your phone together, and it seemed like you in a place where you really can't talk. So it seemed like you literally actively in the process, and you only being 21. I know where that place is at. So I was 21 at one point, messing with 21-year-olds, and it was hell. You know what I mean? So I understand the thought process. You probably just turned 21. So, you know what I mean? You're probably a cute boy and it's probably a wreck right now. Phone probably going crazy. You got girls, boys, and the trans in your phone. And you probably don't know how to balance it. So that's why people feel like that's probably why he feel like you was kind of lost or whatever, because it sounded like you was trying to get your scenery together so people didn't know that you was watching the show.
Actually, I just got hip on your show like about a week ago, and this popped up, and I felt like nobody saying nothing for speaking up on my behalf, so that's why you called in.
Well, shout out to listen. I hope you subscribe, nigga. Thank you for watching it. Because this is the safe place. We don't out you here. We just want you to be comfortable, for the most part. But Stun, if you don't got nothing else, we got some more people trying to get on. So you want to leave him with some more big brother advice?
Man, just be blessed. Happy New Year. Be you, do you. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Know that you on Armand Wiggins show with the Bomb Squad.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We've been blowing up in 2019. We're going to blow up in 2020. I don't care if you're DL, straight, dog, cat, or dog. Little homie, do you, point blank, period. This your boy, the #1 stunner. What, and I'm gone.
All right. Shout out to you. All right. So we got some more people on here. You okay? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So I think they said 6125. You're okay. 6125. Okay. They were just dragging you because they said you didn't wash your hands after you was in the bathroom. What you was doing in the bathroom?
Well, I'm going to put it up right now. If y'all want to know, I'm actually in a building, right? I was in a building, and I went into the bathroom, and they have one of those automatic, when you buy them and you move, they have motion sensors. So when y'all heard that the toilet flush, that was me moving away from the toilet. Because I went there so nobody would hear my conversation.
Right. Okay. So he wasn't using the bathroom. He was just hiding.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so stay on the phone. Hold on, we're gonna take another one. All right. Y'all gotta be nice to him. He's a baby, y'all. Now I feel bad. And he's new to the show. So let him be on here. This could be my little brother, my son. You know what I'm saying? 6125. All right. 310-6125. You live on the air.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, okay. I'm just going to come in by saying what that woman did was a foul.
What woman?
Absolutely out of bounds. If had that been a woman who was exposed in that way, it would have been a riot. Now, he is foul for cheating on her.
Yes.
And I understand why she would feel embarrassed. I understand why she'd be, I'll be honest, murderous. I understand that, but that was really, really messed up. But I think what kind of has me more surprised is that there was one woman on here who I like what she had to say for the most part, but, you know, because she was funny. She was one that said she'd pass out. But she said, you know, why is it a conversation starting with DL men turning in for an examination of black women? And you know what? Like, if we're going to take it there and if we're going to come at these DL men, I'm a gay man, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like black women, not all of them, clearly, but the ones, I would say the black women who, no matter how well they try to disguise it, are just outraged and disgusted by men on men action, period. No matter how much they try to say, oh no, it's because he lied to me. No, you're homophobic. That's okay. It's like and I feel like the reason why it turns into an examination sometimes of black people and black women, I'm a black person, by the way, as well. It's because right now, what we just had with the two callers before, two men, one identifies as gay, and then, you know, the one that's DL, he's 21, they're having a discussion, you know, and with you about this whole thing, about all the intellectual ways in which DL men operate, all these things. You know, he didn't quite have the verbiage for it, the young man, but he was trying his best.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you have the black women over here, they're not putting any of that mental effort towards the conversation. They're just like, expose him. It's like, well, this is why it's become an examination of you and a reflection of you, because you're not attempting to have that same level of conversation. You can, you know, they say that these DL men are just bad for society, but that DL man called into the Armand Wiggins show.
Yes, he
did something brave. He did something brave. What's brave about just sitting here and trying to humiliate these men and talk about them like they're trash, like they're not suffering? You know, like, you know, so that's why I feel like black women get dragged for this particular topic, because they don't come to the tables with an intellectual argument. They come to the table with baggage and anger and outrage. And they got to step it up.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
All right. Well, hold on. Let me leave you there in case we get some people that want to give into some things. Well, all right. What was the other caller? There was another one, right? There was another one that called in, right? 9062. All right. 773 Chicago. You're live on the air.
What's up, Omar?
Hey, what's going on? We got the boys in the building.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
So, you know what? And shout out not to the last caller, but the guy before him. I love what he did.
Okay.
That was needed. It was completely needed, because you have these DL guys, whether you 21, 31, 41.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they just don't hear the words that need to be spoke to them. They cannot hear it from a woman, a straight woman, because that woman they don't know. That woman don't walk in those shoes. Not that that woman is homophobic, not that that woman is this, and no. They're just not educated on what's going on. They don't live that lifestyle. How can they be so considerate of something they know nothing about? So for people, the black woman is this, the black woman is that. Relax. They just don't know. People are ignorant to certain things.
Mm-hmm.
I was once somebody hiding in the closet. I know exactly what these guys go through. Exactly what they go through. That's miserable.
What advice do you? How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 33.
What advice do you have for this 21-year-old boy that's on here, that came on here to talk to us? I'm really so thankful that he's still on here, because he got a lot of shade thrown at him, but now I feel bad because he's a young boy. You know what I mean? So
I hated the shade from the beginning.
Yes.
I hated the shade from the beginning, because this is somebody, I could tell he was young. I could tell he was somewhere where he wasn't comfortable talking.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And the advice I have him was almost pretty much the same as the guy before, the guy that's on the line, you know, then.
Child, they trying to have me open up the lines. Hold on. They done sent in a $50. Hold on, we gotta get. Hold on. Thank you for not. Hold on, we gotta drop the beats. Y'all wasn't gonna let the beats go without the. Hold on, come on. You know we gotta give it a line. Oh, for the Okay. Y'all be playing with me, child. You know nothing be moving, right? It's just a part of the goddamn show. I guess let me open up the lines again because I'm going to reopen up the lines because the lines got closed. So I'm going to end the show. I want the 346 to call back in, 6026. I want you to call back in. I want the 310-6125 to call back in because she wanted to respond to you, but she can't talk to you. So 310-6125, I want you to call back in. 9062, you call back in. And then the 347-6026, you call back in for sure. I'm going to end this and I'm going to reopen up the lines. Because I have to do it because the 2 hours have ended. But we're having a good show tonight, so I don't mind open up the lines. All right.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
All right, I got to reopen up the lines. Thank you for the $50 super chat, though, love. Thank you so much. Thank you for the $50. We'll open up the lines. He says, keep doing what you're doing, Armand. Love the show tonight. Thank you so much. I'm glad you guys like these non-pop culture topics, yo. Because I'm like, sometimes I don't feel like talking about Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and who did what on the Shade Room. Ugh. But while we do that, let's play the beat still. I got a new beat coming.
Start your show now. Press 1.
Your show is scheduled to start in 31 seconds. Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I opened the lines back up for you. Call in. Mind you, the whole thing is I went to go get the stripper poles today, girl, but I went to Spencer's to get the stripper pole, and they said it's no returns if it don't work. You just got to get a $200 credit because you know the damn thing is like $200 with the tax and everything. And I'm like, girl, I don't go shop at Spencer's, so I'm definitely not about to invest $200 in the stripper pole and it don't work or it fall on live, and I need to take it back, and then they gonna give me a $200 credit at Spencer's. No, I don't need it, girl. We'll wait. All right. Okay, hold on. Let me see. What's her number? Shadira Senior, is this you? 8729. Is this Shadira right here? 8729. Hello? Shadira, is this you? Hello? No. What's the last four of her number? Okay, we got some private callers. Okay, private caller, you live on the air?
Hey, Armand, I'm the woman that called in earlier.
Okay, hold on. Let me get you in a second. Where's the boy from New York? He didn't call in this time. He don't know. We lost the boy. But 6026, we love you and thanks for calling in, Bo. 7931. Okay, 7931.
Okay, hello?
Yes.
For the one caller that like, okay, he did exactly what I was talking about. He still blamed black women. Why? Okay, it's like I don't get it. Like, do you see what I'm saying? He did exactly what I was talking about. It doesn't make sense. Like, how is it always falling back on us? Like, okay, white women get outraged too when they find out that their man likes men and didn't tell them and it was down low and doing stuff behind their back. I think Hispanic women get upset. I think every woman gets upset. So I'm trying to figure out, why does it always just fall back on black women? Like, why does everything do that? It doesn't make sense. He literally turned it back around on black women again. And then the other thing is, so we're only going to think about the person's emotion who's doing the dirt. What about the person who it was done to? Her emotions matter too. So you cannot dictate how somebody should or should not react. Like you can't tell somebody how they should feel, how they should react, gay, straight, anything like that. It doesn't matter because first of all, it's going to be the simple fact that you're being cheated on. That's going to be the first one at the very top. You're being accepted.
Okay, he's live on the air right now.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes.
Mhm.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, I would like to respond.
Go ahead and respond.
I will say, well, no, and that's in the situation with the woman and who was cheated on. No, I absolutely understand why she was upset, and you heard what I said. I said I'd be murderous. So no, I didn't get him off the hook with that. But to respond to your more important comment about relating it back specifically to black women, I'm speaking. I probably should have prefaced it, but I'm speaking to the black community as someone in the black community. I wasn't trying to pull in other races. I was mostly speaking within the black community. So the people who are highlighted are gay men, black gay men, black women, black trans women. So I was mostly speaking for all of that. And I was going through the comments, and I did pop into the show without reading everything that kind of went down. So I heard a couple of sound bites that kind of were kind of triggering. So I feel bad because I'm not trying to give black women a negative spotlight, but I do find, and then I'll let you respond. I do find that black women who comment on the black community, they always approach it sometimes with such a level of such distrust and discomfort. And there are so many progressive conversations about sexuality that are coming to the table, and not just about being cheated on or DL men, just about sexuality in general. And I think for most of the callers who call it the Armand Wiggins show, not all of them, but a lot of times I feel like, I don't want to say dated, but it's kind of dated. I don't see a lot of innovation. And that's where my frustration comes in. It's like, I get it, but these DL men, they're going to keep popping up, and we can deal with it by just saying, by tearing them down, or we can have progressive conversations about sexuality. And I do think that the black community in general, regardless of gender, really, really struggles with that. Quite frankly, I think most marginalized races, besides white people, and they deal with it too, I think Hispanics have issues with it as well, Middle Easterns as well. But I think these conversations need to be happening. So that's where I was coming from. Your turn.
Okay, and to finish my thought right before, I was saying, what about the person's emotions? Just to finish that off, what about her? Yes, we should be thinking about everybody here, but like I was saying, even if a person was just simply getting cheated on, would it be a woman? It would be a very big outrage within that relationship, and then for it to be somebody of the same sex, and in this, my friend, I had no idea that you like this. I didn't know you like men at all, so I don't see how people can try to tell people how they should be feeling or how they should be reacting. I'm not gonna lie. I low key feel like you said what you said and you said what you meant earlier, and you feel kind of like the one caller was saying that black women are hyper aggressive.
Well, I have her on the line too. Let's get her on the line too. So let's just clear the air with everything.
Okay.
Hello,
sound
ma'am.
Like the person that. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was the one that I believe her name was Mia.
Yes.
Or Maya. Mm-hmm. She called me hyper aggressive, but this woman here said that I was arrogant.
Oh, okay.
So
you were a little arrogant. It doesn't bother me.
I'm going to be I'm going to be considering what the topic was and what I know to be true. So I'm sorry. I mean to everyone in the room, if I came across arrogant, I don't think I did. I apologize. But there's such a level of ignorance, indeed, and I believe this other young man was speaking on that. When it does come to the black community and black women, in fact, there's an arrogance. When I mentioned the book, you said, "Oh no, there is no book. Everybody got eyes." But the
no,
term
I didn't say
DL,
everybody had eyes. I said I don't need a book to let me know. I was speaking
okay, well, that's not a problem.
I
but
do not need a book to know. That's
the
what
term.
I said.
Steve, not a problem, ma'am. But the term down low, or before any of this came out, it wasn't even a term until say books was written and then conversations took off, and now we have, look, the term DL. That conversation wasn't happening, say, in the 90s or early 2000s, and it's
But it
all
was still a
because
thing.
it's
Whether
because
there
of
was
a
a name
book.
for it or not, it existed. Whether there was a name for it or not,
Yeah,
it existed. But I
but
really didn't.
this wasn't discussed.
I honestly
it
didn't
was
have a
not
point of view.
discussed
My
that way,
point
ma'am.
wasn't about you. I was agreeing with you actually with a lot of what you said. My point really wasn't for you. It was for the woman who was saying that you're hyper-aggressive. So I really don't have a lot to say to you. But thank
No,
you.
not a problem, Mama, Big Mama. I understand.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna let you finish it, Derek. Give me 1 second, private caller. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and finish, love, with him, and you guys go ahead and wrap this up.
So like I was saying, I low-key feel like he pretty much just said what he said, and that's kind of how I feel like that he meant. Like I said, it's always got to be black women. We've got to be the most upset. We got to be this and that. And I understand he's saying he was only talking about us, but it's just, to me, it's just BS. Like, the girl has everybody. Any woman who is getting cheated on by a man and she did not know that he was cheating on her with a man, like, I just don't understand.
Okay,
like that's it. Huh?
Okay,
Yeah, you can respond.
Armand?
Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know how many times, I mean, we have to really rehash it. I definitely, in the situation, have said it for a third and final time. I understand. But we will move, we will move on because we'll keep it more progressive. But no, I just want to say before I go, definitely not backtracking. Meant what I said what I said. Definitely get educated. All right, I love y'all.
Thank you. She hung up as well. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Now, 773, I told you to call back in. Did you want to talk to 347-6026? Did you want to talk to him? Okay, you guys can go ahead and say what you wanted to say to one another before we wrap. Go ahead, 773.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I don't really have nothing to say about Dave because I just got confused with all them talking.
No, we're off of that. So we talking about the boy that was the 21-year-old that's on the line.
Right. And like I was saying before I left, I was once like in his shoes, and I understand that. I understand not being comfortable with even telling. Like, I'm a truthful person, but I know that my truth is going to lead into something completely different to make everybody else around me uncomfortable. Possibly turn my life upside down. So that's why I felt the need to stay private about my sexuality for years until I just say I didn't give a F anymore. So I knew that guy when he called in the bathroom guy. I knew that he was young. I could tell in his voice he was young. So I sympathized with that automatically just off bat.
Uh-huh.
And I know that caller, that guy, homie that was spitting all those facts and all those nice words, little guy needed to hear that. He needs to hear that point blank, period. Like, people can dog the DL guys all they want to, but you have not walked in their shoes, especially the black ones. You have not walked in their shoes. You have no idea where they're coming from.
Yes.
Some people just think people want to be DL just because they want to be. They want to be sneaky and that's not how that works. Some people are not afforded the opportunity to live out loud and proud like myself, like you are mine. Some people are not afforded that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, does that mean that you should go around tricking people and doing? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But damn, I sympathize with somebody that lives that lifestyle.
Okay, 347-6026. What did you want to? Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
Yeah, I definitely agree with what he said right now. Like, you don't even understand. Like, I don't even have gay friends, to be honest. So all my friends are straight. So if they ever found out, it'd be like some crazy shit that go on. And then I live a very aggressive lifestyle too. So they'll look at me 100% different.
Aggressive lifestyle meaning what? You go rob, steal, and kill and sell drugs, or what?
No, I ain't saying all of that, but I'm known as an aggressive person.
Okay.
So the thing is, that's what I mean when I say that. Why do they feel like I need to go around and announcing this to the world just because I sleep with the same sex?
Well, I think
I can understand.
Oh, go ahead.
I mean, I can understand like the females, more of the female perspective because, but at the end of the day, but I actually don't, to be honest, because I only can speak for myself. If I mess with a female, I only mess with her. I don't go outside that. I don't cheat on no with dudes. So I still don't feel like I should express that to them.
Okay, I understand that. So what you're saying is this: when you're exclusively with either a dude or a female, you're not you don't cheat on one or the other. So you don't feel like you need to have that conversation yet. And I understand that because you are
exactly.
21, and when you're dating somebody, if you're going to be exclusively talking to them, yeah, I think that's fine. If you're not in a relationship, you don't have to tell them like exactly what you're doing, because a lot of, even when you're just talking to people don't necessarily tell you, hey, I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to this person. That gay people don't tell, like when I'm talking to a dude and if we're just talking, I don't tell them every nigga I'm talking to. And if females are talking to men, they don't tell them every guy that they're dating. So I understand that. I think it's the point when you get serious. I think that it should be a little bit explained. And then two, on the gay end, it's unfortunate for when you're with someone who's DL, so when you date men, or when you talk to men, do you date men, or is it just more of a sexual thing with men? First, before I even ask any more questions, like, do you like men? Like, do you go to the amusement park, go to the movies, or is it just like a quick thing, like let's mess around and then let's move on?
I'm gonna be honest. Like when I do date, I date young men. I don't really date out men because of this reason right here. They expect you to get on their Instagram and all of this shit. So but I will, like, if it's sexual, I will, like, I ain't gonna say it, but because I know you get monetized and shit.
Yeah, please.
But I will do some sexual with a flamboyant or whatever. But when I'm actually taking something seriously, I'll date young man. Because it's less drama and shit.
Okay, so the DL man, because it's but it's more so of the idea of, all right, well, you can go back to your regular life and I can go back to my regular life, and people don't know that we're communicating. But I'll tell you this: the older you get, which you're young now, so you're gonna do what you're gonna do. But the older you get, at some point, you're gonna want some type of companionship, and even that DL man is gonna want companionship. Like, you're gonna just want to be able to go to the movies with your significant other, whether it be a woman or a guy, and you're not gonna want to give a fuck what a person thinks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's something that's freeing about that. But right now you haven't even really got into your prime. So right now you like, I'm a boy that like boys, and I don't want any complications. So I understand where you at. And you're going to probably be there until you're about 25, right. 26, 27. You might be there for a minute. But the best advice I can give you right now is not to necessarily, tell everybody your business, because you're not going to do that. The best advice I would tell you, being a DL person, is protect yourself and protect the people that you mess with. You know what I mean? Like, just use protection out here in these streets. Like, don't ever be that, in love or in lust with an individual where you're not being safe.
Like, man, listening to this, what's going on those show right now, making me really, like, want to protect myself even more. I didn't even think that a lot of people had these views about the young man and exposing them. So now I'm, like, really on board.
Well, protect yourself with that, but then also use condoms, nigga, is what I'm saying. Like, protect yourself with that too.
I only robbed one person down one time. Well, the dude one time. So I'm maintaining man a lot.
Yeah, so if you need anything, advice, you can inbox me on Instagram. I won't out you. I'll be your big brother and let you know, because you like my little brother. Like, I got brothers older than you. So, be careful, be good, and don't be like don't be sloppy, because you don't want to be something that you regret when you're 30. Like me. You don't want to be my age and you be like, damn, I really was a fool at 21. You're going to have your fun. Like, everybody was 21 at some point, or hopefully they'll get to that point. So you're going to do things. I cannot sit here and tell you not to have fun, because I was wilding out at 21. You know what I'm saying? However, at some point, I can tell you the frivolous dating, the hooking up, that shit gets empty and lonely once you're trying to settle down, because at some point you're going to start thinking about a career and maybe goals and what you want to do with your life and where you want to be. And then you're going to wish you had that significant other with you, and being DL, I mean, look at it. You've had to move since we've been on the phone for the last hour or whatever. You've had to leave about 3 different spots because you didn't want people in your business, like, and versus just picking up the phone and just having a conversation. Like, that's going to get old to you at some point. Maybe not now, but it will. And it's okay because but while you find yourself, no one should be exploiting you. However, you got to understand, and it might be better. I'm going to be real with you. It might be better that you only focus on DL men because there's going to be a lot of gay boys. Be honest with me. Are you an attractive DL boy or are you kind of average or you're not that cute? Just be real because I don't know.
I get a lot of attention.
You get a lot of attention. Okay, so if you get a lot of attention, so then, with that being said, you probably don't want to mess with a lot of gay boys because they're probably going to want more from you. And I feel like as a DL boy, you probably know that. Do you feel like a lot of gay boys, they're like very, like you can manipulate them? Yeah, you do. See, you're full of shit, but you're 21, so you're supposed to be.
I hear you.
So, you know what I'm saying? But you got to just be careful. That's all I could say. You in New York, it's a fast city. Be careful. Just be careful. Wrap it up, please.
I appreciate the advice, man.
All right. So, shout out to you. You know where to find me. You can email me at the ArmandWiggins@gmail.com. Inbox me, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm here. Phone a friend. Thanks for calling in and be good. All right. Best of luck to you. See ya. Bye. All right. We're going to wrap it up here. Tonight was an explosive show.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Yeah. We stayed on live for about, how many hours did we stay on here? About 2 hours, almost 3 hours. Thank you so much, you guys. If you guys haven't done so already, please subscribe to me on iTunes, on the podcast app. At the Armand Wiggins Show on Spotify. If you haven't done so already, yes, I'm plugging my Spotify. If you do have, if you have an iPhone, I'm about to show y'all right now. And subscribe to this channel on YouTube. I'm glad that we're finding people on this channel. I'm glad that this channel is opening doors for people. But if you haven't done so right here, please subscribe to us on the podcast app. If you have an iPhone, it comes free. If not, you can get on Spotify or, okay, so here's the app right here. I do this all the time. See that? Podcast on Spotify on your iPhone. And then, or you can also do it on Podbean. And leave a rating for the show because we are going to be moving over to the podcast form. Also, thank you guys all for watching the show. Like the video. Thanks for all the super chats. Thanks for subscribing. Subscribe right now. We're trying to get to 66,000. Please go ahead and subscribe. We will be doing a members only live. I have some things I need to talk to my members about. We will have a members only live this month. We have an exclusive interview Monday with Jamie Foxworth from Family Matters. She will be here. We will be discussing, her adult being a child actor, and we will also be discussing her adult film industry. So be sure that you're here for that interview. It's going to be Monday, January 13th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Family Matters child star Jamie Foxworth will be live on the channel. All right. So thank you. Sorry, not Jamie Foxx, but Jamie Foxx. Girl. Fuck you. I love her too. All right. So anyway, shout out to everybody. I'll see you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram at the Armand Wiggins Show. Email me if you would like to be a sponsor. You can email me at the Armand Wiggins Show. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere at the Armand Wiggins Show. It was a phenomenal show. I love you all. Power to the people. And wrap it up. Stay safe. Bye, y'all.